Yo, what's good, nation? Um, we don't know whether Saint gonna be able to join or not. We communicated earlier, but you know how shit go. You know, shit happens. So I just want to jump on this live and let y'all know what the deal was. That Saint may not be able to make it. I tried to call him and then he tried to call me. So the communication right now ain't there. So brother might be busy. Somebody came up, but I just want to touch bases with y'all and let y'all know that more than likely he probably not going to be able to make the live. What up though? Do something different. So Saint might not be able to, to make it to the live today. So what I'm about to do is get ready to turn up on my other channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to turn up on my other channel, and y'all welcome to come over there and join me. But what's up, Ed? Eddie Torres? What's up, my brother from another mother? What's good with it, brother? Too Rich, what's up? What's popping up in here, man? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, Saint might have got busy, man. Saint got a lot. Saint got a lot. Saint got a lot going on right now. So he the brother be the fam. That's fam. Busy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's talk about it, man. What's up? Do something. What y'all got going on the weekend? What's up, Ed? What's up, Too Rich? What y'all got going on? I know y'all being savage ready for sure. That I know without a shadow of a doubt. Y'all better be if you don't. It's just too much bullshit happening um out in the world and shit right now. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, Saint some came up. Um and I'm probably about to shut this down and go over to my other channel and turn up for the one time, one time, one time. You feel me? What's up, nephew William? What's up, nephew? I got to get you on here too one day. Matter of fact, we discussed that you coming on the channel. By you being a officer of the law. See, that's what make Gun Freak Nation so unique and so special, man. We got every walk of life a part of the Gun Freak Nation, from doctors, lawyers, cops, homeless, super rich, wealthy. Everybody can come together and relate on the message of self-preservation, being able to protect yourself at all times and defend your righteousness, defend your family, defend your lifestyle. You feel me? Yo, T, I'm just cool and like Levert and Heavy D. I know that's right. I'm sipping me a little Gun Freak juice right now, baby. So I'm ready to relax, unwind, throw some music on, and chill out. Turn up for the one time, one time. You feel me? All right, I'm definitely gonna put you. I'm definitely gonna have you as a guest, William. I got so many people that I want to, kick it with. Pick their brain, so to speak. Um, I've been lacking a little bit, but I got to get back on track because I got a whole list of people that I want to pretty much interview. Do something different. You say, hold on. I be thinking. I ain't on my iPad. I'm on my laptop. Um, I think with that discount, it only works for certain products. Like they got the offset iron sights that you can get too. They also got the ones that I showed in the review video, but they got the angle off sight. You know the ones that got the offset ones. I think that it works on those as well. But the only thing I can do, because I don't know for sure whether that work on all of them, on every product. But you can all I can do, try it and see. Put the discount code in the thing and see if it take 50% off. I doubt it. 50% is a lot. I mean, they really looked out for us, Gun Freak Nation. I mean, that's basically half off. For sure, nephew. You just let me know when you're ready, and we can do this. All right? Yeah, it's like an angle. Yup. So I know that it works on those. Seemed like they told me that to you got the option to make it work. I mean, to use the regular traditional ones and then the angled ones. Yeah. Shit, I may jump off of this one and go live on my other channel, and then come back to this one. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what's going on? Talk to me. Talk to me. What's going on, y'all? I see it. By the way, I see it. Saint the link, man. Saint don't got busy. Like I say, he got a lot going on. He got a lot going on. I hate he couldn't make it though. You know what I'm saying? But shit, it's been lives that I couldn't do because shit happens, man. You can't. That's what's up, Eddie Torres. That's what's up. Tell him I said. Tell him Unc said happy birthday, happy 10th birthday. I gotta salute you and your son. Happy 10th birthday. I remember shit 10 years ago when my son was 10 years old. He 20 now. Yeah, I got a one and only 20-year-old. Yeah, so tell him to enjoy this special day. Hey, you said hey man, do something different. We all been there. I'm pretty sure you probably saw my last live when I told you my brother sold me a rust bucket for $60. Now I ain't too high like I was last time. I ain't gonna. Ha! Look, he sold me that rust bucket for $60, man. That motherfucker was a death trap. That bitch had a leaking gas tank, everything, man. Back then in them days, you could put $5 in your tank back then, and you could drive. Back then $5 would get me shit. I had I'll be good for like 2 weeks off of $5 worth of gas. But not in that janky, rusty, raggedy motherfucker. But it served. If y'all watch my other live, that car served my purpose. Okay, it served my purpose. You already know, man. The wrong kind, though. The wrong kind. The young team, yeah. I did made some fucked up choices and decisions, man. As far as standards. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do that video to talk to brag about it. I actually should be embarrassed about it. But I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You feel me? That's just the mentality, the mindset that I had, back then. What's up, Mr. 57? I'm gonna play that Prince song Roadhouse Garden for you later tonight. I'm gonna play Roadhouse Garden for you. I know that's I got you liking that motherfucker there. I'm hearing that that Rare Breed won they fight with the ATF, and that the FRT triggers are back fully legal now. And then everybody waiting to see if the that bill get passed in the Senate, where it makes suppressors just like any old gun accessory, where you can just walk in and buy the motherfucker and walk right back out. You know what I'm saying? Lil San, nephew, what's up? What's popping? Good to see you, nephew. Good to see you. What's good with it? Yeah, Roadhouse Garden is the shit. What's my next gun? You know what, nephew? I'm not gonna even lie to you, fam. I've been busy, selling off my guns. I probably sold like 6 of them. Last couple of weeks, I done sold off like 6 of them. I don't even know if it will be a next gun. I don't really have the desire. I'm not in that space any longer. You know, people sometimes in life, man, you transition and you have different stages. Like, your pretty much your life is like a book, and you got chapters in your life. And I just feel like that particular chapter is gone. Now, I would never be a fool and just don't have no guns. No. But as far as me, my dick getting hard and shit because it's a new gun coming out and I gotta get it before I bust a nut on myself, then those days are over, man. I just ain't got it in me no more. Even though that PSA X57 and that X9, it do look good, but to be honest with you, I done bought so many guns. I'm talking about not no cheap guns. I'm talking about high-end guns. And I never like really put them to good use. I would get them, do my little YouTube unboxing, and throw them in the safe, and they collect dust. And then when you do try to sell them, nobody wants to. You're not really gonna get what you put into the gun. Everybody gonna try to talk you down and lowball you, and that's a fucking headache. I'd rather keep it before I give it away. Now, it have been a few times where I've had some guns, and you can get lucky in that instant and find the right person that's looking for that particular gun, and they ain't no questions asked. Whatever price you got it marked up for, they gon' buy it because that's the gun that they've been wanting. They wasn't able to find it anyplace else, and they want it. I sold my Chris Vector like that, and I got what I asked for. Wasn't no trying to talk me down, no negotiating, none of that. He cashed me out. He had been looking for a 10 millimeter Chris Vector, and he said he came close to buying it, and it was sold from under him. Somebody else beat him to it. First come, first serve. And when I threw mine up, he was like, I'm on it. He came all the way. He came from miles, hundreds of miles away just to get it. So every now and then you can get lucky and find somebody that really want that gun, and money is not a issue because they want the gun. What's up, Christo? UBP, what's good with it, brother? Final boss, what's good? We got DIs in the building. What's up, sis? We got DIs in the building. We got Trey 57 Productions. What's up, brother? No, you the GOAT, man. Bro, you the GOAT. You the GOAT. You the greatest of all time to do it. You the GOAT. I fuck with you because you keep it 100. You yourself. You're 100% authentic self, you know. So I love Action Jackson. What's up? Action Jackson. I got to get you back on the stream, man. It's been about what, about 2 years since the last time you was on here? I got to get you back on here, Action Jackson, whenever you ready. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you ready. Willie Beeman, what's up? You know what? Willie Beeman, I got to get my bro, Nat Till Turner, back on here. I enjoyed that live. I never heard of that one. I'm in the dark about a prom shooting. I ain't hear about that one. I know you busy, Action Jackson. What's up, Brandon? Timothy Lorette, what's up? What's up, my brother? Salute. If you had to pick only 3 calibers, what would they be? Shit. The first one I can get my hand on, if I'm in the shit hit the fan situation, the first one I can get my hand on, the first one that's cocked and loaded and cocked. But if I had to choose 3, definitely 7.62 by 39. Definitely 9 mil, because 9 mil is just, it's that sweet spot to me. You know, even though my EDC, my everyday carry, is a Glock 23, which is a 40 caliber, I am thinking about selling that and getting me a dagger. Palmetto State Armory got a freaking dagger on sale right now for like $260. I mean, I should buy it just to buy it, and I promised myself I wasn't going to buy any more guns. But if I let that Glock 23 go, I got to replace it with something. I just feel like 9 mil, when you're in a situation, a shit hit the fan situation, you want to be able to land your shots, and you want to be able to stay on target. You don't want to be in a situation where you got a 10 millimeter or even a 40. But I can handle that 40 way better than that 10 mil. That shit was too wild. And I understand I didn't train enough with it, and I could have got used to it or whatnot. But shooting a 9 mil and a 40 is clearly a difference. That 9 mil gonna be way more smoother, and you're gonna be able to stay on you're gonna be able to stay on point with your as far as shot placement. You ain't gonna be all over the place because it ain't that much recoil. So I would say 7.62 by 39, 9 millimeter, and shit, probably 5.56, 223, you know, or 5.7, the 5.7 by 28. A lot of people don't like that round, but anything that's coming out the velocity that fucking fast, it's gonna do some damage. Damn, they don't dropped it and made it even more cheaper now. Okay. That's crazy. I need to order that like right now. All right. My bad. I'm overlooking a lot of people. My bad. Okay. Heads up to everyone. Christo, heads up to everyone. Our major concerns should be, number 1, the cartels, 2, the massive Islamic presence, and stay sharp, everyone. I agree with you, except on number two, the massive Islamic presence. And um, the reason why I disagree with you on that is, yeah, some of the motherfuckers is is terrorists. Let's just be honest about it. Crazy motherfucker, behead your ass, chop you up, and all that. But that's the extreme part. So what we can't do is get caught up. And I'm not saying you did this, brother. I get where you're coming from, but by me, you know, in the Gun Freak Nation, we got to make everybody feel welcome and love, which we truly do. So yeah, it's some French like extreme groups that's associated with being a Muslim or Islam, just like here in the United States, you got some Christians, right? But you got them extreme Christians that's affiliated with the KKK, affiliated with the neo-Nazis, affiliated, they write Christians, but they take that shit to an extremist, and they ready to, so on that list, because what I saw the other day, it's been a rise in white nationalist groups, and I'm not against nobody loving their race. You're supposed to love yourself, right? You're supposed to be proud of your heritage and everything, but don't take it up to the point to where you think you superior and you want to walk in a fucking grocery store and start unaliving elderly black women. So we can talk about that. You understand? Because they live in here. You say you talk about the Islamic presence, but we live in here. I don't know what your race is, and right now in Gun Freak Nation, I don't want to know. No, I don't want to know what your race is because it don't matter to me. You're a human being, but in the real world, we got all kind of enemies against us. And when I saw those groups of right racist motherfuckers marching with crosses and torches, tiki torches, and um, that's their right to do that. But it's also my right to defend myself if they want to take it to that level. And that's what, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So when you keeping an eye on a certain group or whatever, it ain't gonna be that group that's gonna get you. It's gonna be the group that you least expected that's gonna surprise you and get you. So yeah, this is America, man. We got a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? The Rick Grimes. Oh man, yeah, that sound fire, bro. That sound wow. I only had one 308, and that was that Caltech RFB or some shit like that. It was I had it back in December. The key word was I had it. Oh yeah, I mean the dagger is what the. Let me put it up there. The dagger is what the Glock should have been in the first place. And it's a clone of the Glock, but they made it like the Glock should have been. The Glock was just a sterile, blocky ass gun. But I love it. I love Glock. But Palmetto made it into what it should have been in the first place. So yeah, it's dope. Okay, Brandon, 10 mil is for when you want to send a message. Yeah. But as long as you can grip that motherfucker and have it controllable, you're good. Yo, what up, CTV? What up, though? Willie Beeman. 9 were shot and 2 were killed during a mass shooting at Fairmount Park in Philly on Memorial Day. 3 Glock switches were used. Damn. Damn. I think I heard about that. Man, the new. Let me tell you something. I try to stay in the loop, but sometimes when I'm depressed, I don't want to even turn on the TV, especially the news, because it just, man, people dropping like flies, man. Lil Sin, nephew, what inspired you to start a YouTube channel? I've been had YouTube since like 2007, around the time when YouTube first started. And when I started using YouTube, I was using it to watch people make beats on and shit, man. You know, people making beats and Fruity Loops, you know, or I'll watch it for the the music that be on YouTube. But when I first started like really putting time into the channel, I upload, if y'all go back like 7 years, no longer than that, maybe about 10 years, you will see my very first videos. And the name of my channel was called Drop Zone TV or some shit like that. And I think it didn't get hacked. I lost the password to it, and I had to start this channel, which was Electrk, which was my producer name, and it still is my producer name when I be making beats. So this channel started off as a beat making channel, and then all of a sudden, when I bought my Glock 19, I did an unboxing video. My beat making videos, I might be lucky to get maybe 6 people. That's a good day if I got 6 views on it. But when I did the Glock 19 unboxing video, that video got like 300 views, 300 to 400 views. I'm like, what the fuck? This is what they want to see. So I started buying more guns because at that time, man, I'm a gun freak, right? And every time I would buy one, I would do an unboxing video, and then I accumulated enough of them to where I can do a collection video. And on one of those collection videos that I did, I said, if a motherfucker break up in your house and they coming in armed with a gun, I was like blunt. I said, blow they motherfucking brains out. Blow they fucking brains out if they coming in, because home invasions is not what you think they are. It's a lot more sinister, diabolic shit to this, where they're just coming in and do harm to you and violate you on every level. So I said it like that. I said, blow their fucking brains out, and the comment section just went crazy. And from that moment along, that's when Gun Freak Nation, I didn't know it at the time, but that's when it pretty much got started. The name Gun Freak Nation come from a beat that I made. And I was talking to my girl at the time, my significant other at the time. And I was like, baby, how dope? Because she's a singer, songwriter, rapper, but mainly R&B. And I was like, baby, wouldn't it be dope if you can, like, at the time, I think I had maybe about 5 or 6 guns. And I was like, baby, wouldn't it be dope if something about this beat that's just grabbing me? And wouldn't it be dope if, I got this concept where, can you rap about the guns, all of the guns that I got into this beat? And that beat became a song, and it became Gun Freak, and I just started saying Gun Freak Nation after that. But that's when that took off like about 7 years ago. It said, be careful, far right on the move against blacks with police. You know what? I saw a video the other day, and you had all these racist groups with like ski mask on. They were white dudes. They said some of the dudes are military veterans that's currently still in the military. Some of them are police that's currently still in the police force. So I mean, it don't nothing at this point surprise me, you know. But the thing of it is, we cannot get surprised by them pulling some fuck shit if they decide to go on the attack. You got to remember, people on both sides would love to initiate and stir up some bullshit to try to start a race war, to create tension and shit. All it is finger pointing, you know, a blame game. So I want to ask y'all, like, if them motherfuckers really want to start some shit, all they got to do is just get in their trucks, they pick up trucks, vans, whatever, come into a black neighborhood and just let off on everything black that they see. And you cannot tell me an incident like that ain't gonna spark people wanting to retaliate. And it's just I firmly believe that it's a good chance some shit like that can happen. And we got ignorance and hatred on you know, every race got that shit. Bigotry. It's a mental illness. It's a sickness. It's a low self-esteem. Whatever that ain't going right with your life, you want to sit back and blame other people, regardless of their race or whatever, for the issues that you having, or the things that you don't necessarily agree on, and for you to take it to the extreme to want to get violent, going in churches, unaliving people, going in grocery stores, unaliving people. That's dangerous. It's not my job to try to figure out why you the way you are. That's not my job to try to figure out what was the shit that impacted your early life or whatever to get you to that point. My job is I want to make it back home to my family. And I don't give a fuck what you went through or why you racist or whatever, or in general, why you demonic in the first place. I'm gonna do my best to get you before you get me, because I want to make it back home. Y'all just don't realize how many people out there that left their home and never made it back. Never made it back because for whatever reason they wasn't prepared. And they got caught, you know, they got caught off guard, and that's what the devil wants. We got to stay vigilant at all times. What up? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Here we go again. Can you give me some details on that, brother? Here we go again. You know we not no racist motherfuckers. We not. I love everybody, including white people. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a hate, but at the same time, we got to face reality that it is racism in this country, in this world. It's a lot of white people that hate anything black or anything that's non-right. It's a lot of white people, and it's a lot of black people that hate white people. That's equally just as wrong. It's a lot of black people that hate other black people. I've seen light-skinned black people shine and throw their nose up at darker skinned black people and talk about them and call them black and evil and all that. Man, it's fucked up. It's ignorant. And every race got that shit, man. I've seen situations where I heard women saying that they're gonna get a baby on purpose by a white man or either an Indian or Mexican or something, because they want that child to have good hair. They want that child to be exotic, and that baby gonna be beautiful regardless. Life is beautiful. But I've seen that shit. I've seen women that say a nigga like me is too light skinned. I want a dark ass chocolate like Tyrese motherfucker, a black motherfucker, jet black. They don't want no light skinned niggas like me. They like, nigga, you play it out. You know, you early 2000s, genuine days, Prince. You play it out. So it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Instead of judging someone off of their character, off of their righteousness, off of their heart, people just, it's just evil at the end of the day. It's ignorance, man. You know, you think you better than me because of the color of your skin, or because you got more money, or you know, you might dress better or have more nicer things. Is bullshit. All bullshit. Ain't nothing wrong having nice things, especially if you worked hard to attain them, you know. What's good, Jason? I'm trying to figure out everybody. Hey, look, man. Look, look. What up is different, y'all. That's my brother. I remember when I was at my job and my brother just popped up where I was at and bought me some Gatorade. I was doing security, and he popped up and bought me some motherfucking Gatorade, and he was chopping up. I said, man, don't get me fucking fired. The nigga was there for at least 30 minutes. I'm like, you do know. I mean, in the back of my mind, I would never, be rude like that, but in the back of my mind, but I love the brother, man. And he happened to be a Polish dude, a white dude, Polish. I think he loved Polish sausages or something like that. Or he said that women love his Polish sausage. One or the other, one of the two. You got to stop sending me them naked pictures too. What up? I got a woman. I can't let her see it. I hope that's fireworks outside, because if it ain't, then some loud motherfucking funky town senders. It sounds like fireworks though. I don't know. These motherfucking fireworks, if it is, they like traveling down the block throwing fireworks out their windows, because I can still hear the sound in the distance. Yeah, it got further and further away, but I can still hear. So that tells me that these are not no fucking fireworks. That's somebody probably shooting out their fucking gun. I mean, they shooting their gun out their fucking car. Senator what? Saint. Wait a minute, Saint trying to come in, y'all. He want me to send it. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me let me this is Saint trying to come in. I'm still hearing shots, or I'm still hearing um I'm still hearing it. I don't know, it might be fireworks. I don't know, man. Shit. Don't get me to lying to you. Hold on, Saint. I'm sending it to you now, brother. Okay. All right. 212. Oh shit. Hold on. 212 at Yahoo. Man, you still using Yahoo? I could have just threw the link and then you could have just joined me, brother. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Shit. Hold on, man. I'm sorry about this, y'all. I'm just trying to get Saint up in here, who y'all all came to see. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. All right, let me call Saint right quick.
What up with it?
What up, though, fam?
What's up with it?
I just sent the link to that new one. I had sent it to the one I already had on file. So obviously you didn't get it. This must be a new email.
Yeah, you sent it to my Who That Saint?
Yeah, the Who That Saint 212.
Okay then. Okay then. Yes sir. I'm finna hit it then.
You got it?
I'm checking it now.
Okay.
Hold on, T. Okay, I got it right here. Join me on stream.
Yeah, click that motherfucking link.
Okay then. You should get to it.
And we can talk about whatever. You hear me?
Okay.
All right.
Let me get him. Let me get the kid quiet in this next room. I'm finna hit the link.
Okay, for sure. Yep. All right. Yep. Shit. So look like Saint gonna be joining us in a few minutes. Shit, I forget what we was talking about. Can y'all refresh me? Nah, brother, I don't know any. I mean, I say your best bet. Take it to a gun shop. Every gun shop got a gunsmith. Every gun shop got a gunsmith, brother. So take it to your local gun shop, and they should be able to deal with whatever that you got going on. Come on, Trey 57. You got me on that. You gotta be joking. Who in their white motherfucking mind gonna carry some pepper spray, man? Come on now. Come on now, man. That's I get it. The mailman, they got pepper spray and shit, and that dog still bit him in the ass and everything. Bit the fuck out of him. Took a chunk out of his ass. That pepper spray didn't do shit. But I get it if you in the wildlife or something like that. But I say fuck that. I mean, I'm not judging anybody that do it, but it's not gonna be good enough. I mean, if a savage come for you, and that savage whip out his gun, his evil Funky Town Center tool, his gun, because it's evil in his hands, is righteous in my hands. So, but that pepper spray ain't gonna do shit but piss him off. And he really gonna, on the live, if you spray that in Savage's eyes, man. And that's you need to have a gun. Get a gun. PSA has a saber dagger that costs more. However, it's more than 20 round magazines. Yeah, they I like they souped up daggers, but I don't need all that fancy ass shit. I don't need my guns to be fancy. I just need my guns to work. To work. That's the main thing. It don't take a rocket scientist to, a motherfucker coming at you. You get your Funky Town Center tool, you point it, aim at your target. And in my little ass house, if I can't hit you in this little motherfucker that I live in, man, then shame on me. I deserve what I got coming. Okay? But you point it and you pull the trigger. You make sure its functionality is the key thing with your main gun that you using for home defense, Damn, I ain't even hear about that no prime shooting. Not here in the D. But then again, every day is some type of shooting bullshit ass going on in Detroit. So I'm not shocked. My guns are for niggas in particular and others secondarily. Well, you know what the thing of it is? It's the sad reality, man. Even though I talked about all these racist groups that's been there, They ain't just, people trying to say, oh, it's all because of Trump. It's all, Trump commuted Larry Hoover. He don't commuted YNB young boy or NBA young boy, all that, man. Please stop with this Democratic playbook. They want you to think that, the motherfucker is just, he's not a regular politician, but he's still part of the system. Don't get it misconstrued. The motherfucker still part of the system. Okay? So you can't trust no politician at the end of the day. Even though I choose his crazy ass, because he's a imperfect, non-perfect guy that got lust, a guy that love women, a guy that when he said when they tried to go against him that time in the debate, and it was like, well, you didn't pay your taxes, and you did all kind of loopholes to not pay that many, the pay that much back in taxes or whatnot. And I love his response. He was like, you stupid motherfucker, that's what you're supposed to do. So this is why I fuck with Trump. He's a flawed, imperfect man. The motherfuckers like them Democrats and shit, and I ain't even trying to be divisive or nothing, but they want a motherfucker to be all perfect and shit. You know what I'm saying? They want you can't do no wrong. But they love Bill Clinton, somebody that got his dick sucked right there in the Oval Office of the White House. Bill got his dick sucked. And that was the first nigga president. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Bill Clinton is black. I don't give a fuck. That's our first black president. And then, have y'all noticed this shit that's been going on with the Obamas? How Michelle been, I guess she got a book or something coming out, and she been going on tour to promote that motherfucker, and she's just talking cash shit about her husband. And it's got to be, that man got to be embarrassed. We already knew, I don't know about everybody else, but us, we already knew that we already know who wear the pants in that marriage. We know who wear the motherfucking pants, and it ain't his ass. This woman actually went and did an interview where she was like, motherfucker, you better not turn that damn heat on. Keep that fucking thermostat off. Then she did another interview promoting that damn book where she was like, she wanted to fuck another man. She was like, if I was single, if only I was single, you would be mine. Oh man. No, how presidential or first lady-ish is that type of shit? And then what further make me believe that she wear the pants and beating Barack's ass is that that footage that we saw when, remember, in the room full of all black men, and Obama chastised them because they wanted to vote for Trump. They was like, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I thought any minute he was about to take his belt off and go to whoop him. The way he was talking down to all those black men in that room. Then, on top of it, he gonna have the nerve to say, y'all lucky Michelle ain't here. That tell me one thing. Michelle is kicking his ass. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Hold on. What we got here? Saint baby, what's up?
What it do, man? President P. What it do, man? Gun Freak Nation, man. What's up with it?
It's always a pleasure, my brother. I appreciate you and everything that you bring to the table, to the Gun Freak Nation. We are Gun Freak Nation. And then, you got your channel. Everybody right now, go and support Saint the Realist. Subscribe to that man's channel. He's righteous. And it ain't just about, guns. It's a lifestyle channel. You might catch the brother on one video cooking. You might catch him on another video working out. You might, catch him on another video at the range. I mean, it just ain't a one-trick pony like I am. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
You know, I'm pretty much trapped in this motherfucker. If I don't talk about my motherfucking home invasion, man, niggas don't want to have shit to do with me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much fucked up. I'm trapped. You know how many times I want to turn this motherfucking camera on and make a fucking beat? But I'm only gonna probably get like one person to watch me make that motherfucker. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'll start making my beats live again. And who fuck with me? If you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. If you do, you do. If you don't, you fucking don't. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, brother, it's a pleasure. What's been going on with you?
Man, bro, I appreciate the on bringing, man, a welcoming speech for sure, man. Y'all know President T. Man, we've been watching them for some minute, for quite some time now, man. President T gonna keep it real. But yeah, but man, hey, it's the brand, T. You know, people, man, hey, you know how you came. It's an addiction, man. You got to scratch that itch. You ain't talking about,
Yeah.
You know,
so what you got?
What we talking about?
What you got then?
Yeah.
Pussy hair.
That way.
Y'all got it. Man. They've been wanting me to do that for months now.
Yeah. For sure, y'all. Man, I see y'all in the comment section, man. For sure. I'm looking on this other device, man. That's me, that YouTuber 214. That's the gaming channel, man.
Hit his channel. Y'all. Show him some love. Hit his channel.
Yeah. I see y'all, man. For sure, man. It's been a minute though, T. Shit, we ain't been live in like a little hot minute. Man,
right. We got to do. You know, it's whenever you ready. I know you've been a very, very busy man. You know, new, jobs and everything, and just moving, and so I get it. I totally understand.
See, I'm in Wolfman Joe mode, man. I ain't been having the time. So I'm doing a lot though. I'm doing a whole lot this year, man. It's been like a mental roller coaster and physical roller coaster, because you got to put foot to the ground, man. Been taking care of business though. I'm in a good space mentally, for sure. Yeah. Much better. You know, I tell people I'm the right type of crazy. It doesn't happen.
Right.
Trust me, bro. I ain't spent the block on a lot of stuff. I'm here though. You know what I'm saying? So just on the up and up, man. Like I say, it's a lifestyle. Like you said earlier, it's a lifestyle channel, man. I try to mix it up. Definitely about to hit it real strong and hard and big in a different way on the channel. I ain't really been dropping content too much like that, like shorts here and there. But man, true, bro, I'm in my 30s, and when you think you know it all, life will show you, boy.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing experience, for sure.
Right.
Day by day, night by night, situation by situation. But yeah, that's what it is, though, man. I'm back. I can honestly say I'm back on YouTube for sure. Taking care of the family, hey, you smell a new job, everything, man. I mean, I'm blessed, Anytime I got the lane to go negative, and when the devil talking to me, God say, no, you can't have him. Bam.
There's a devil. That's what a lot of people have to realize, that it is. There's a devil out there, and that devil is coming for you. It's coming for you.
Yeah,
it's
man.
coming for you, and you got to be ready at all times to defend your life, because you only get one shot at this. Literally one shot can take your life from a savage. Coming from a savage, so you got to be savage ready at all times. Living is spiritual warfare going on. Spiritual warfare going on, and we the warriors. We got to stand up to that demon, to that savage.
Don't
want to come in and do all kind of filthy, nasty things to you and yours. We ain't having that shit. We not having it. And this is why I love and respect you, because as young as you are, because when I was your age, man, all I cared about was pussy hair. That's all I fucking cared about. A big ass fuck up. And I don't bring it up to, it ain't nothing glorious about that shit. So at your age, man, I was like women. You know what I'm saying? But you don't settle down. You got a lot going for yourself, a lot of positive shit, man. You're a good ass role model.
Man, I try to be, man. I try to be. Like, I ain't sitting up here making like I'm the father of the year. I'm a damn good father though, whether I get it or not. But I'm that for sure. I ain't the best man on this planet, but damn it, I'm far from the BS for sure, for sure.
Right.
Man, I was just spinning earlier about I don't underestimate nobody. You know, a cow would shoot somebody. Some of the stuff that been going on here in Texas. When your
What's been going
last
on?
live was, huh?
What?
When your last live was up, somebody in the comment section asked me. They were like they spunked on. They probably hear. I'm pretty sure they
Oh,
heard.
when they said, well, it's an Islamic city in Texas, right?
Yeah. That
Hold on,
stuff.
what's up with that?
Now with that, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know what Buddy was talking about until when he spoke on it. I mean, I seen it came across, but hey, if I ain't really giving it no thought or no attention, I'm like, all right, I'm blow it off unless it's something major. To the outside, it's major. Here, where it's supposed to be going down, ground zero, this shit ain't as big as what they putting it on the news because this Texas bullets will be flying.
Right.
Right now, it's in a voting state right now. Like right now, it's kicking off in Plano, Texas. What they was talking about.
It's a vote.
No, it's up for grabs right now. It's not nothing that's being done as of now. It's in a voting phase right now because what happened was this Islamic stuff that's going on in Plano, Texas. Some group done bought this land or something like that, and they trying to push this city. Now, if this shit happens, this is going to flip Texas into a real crazy type of situation with what's going on already with America, bro. Like y'all trying to give these people a whole area right now in Texas, like the Gunsmoke state. Like we don't like that's dangerous, because here in Texas, you already know how big Texas is when it comes down to gun rights, and how just being a part of the whole 2A lifestyle, you got to worry about everything being blamed on the good guys.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. The bad guys get a slapping, but it's like we get it's like we get slapped with a bigger force than what they got hit with. Y'all just gonna lock them up, throw them out there. Y'all gonna blame us for the chaos that spawns from it. So if you talk about, and I'm not saying all these people are bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making this like okay, they just people that you gotta hate. The situation is not safe. If y'all allow them to build up this structure, like what y'all talking about doing here in Plano, it's like, what are you doing? First of all, we already got they can it's not racist. It is what it is. We have a terrorist problem already. So y'all talking about bringing this way of life up in this state like that, bro. We not used to no shit like that. We not used to what they trying to do in Plano. The people that live in Plano, Texas are pissed. They fighting against it. They don't want that. That's like it's kind of equivalent to us trying to force NATO in Russia. It's like, why is y'all trying to
we got 2A in LA in the building. What's up, brother? What's up, you gun snob? You wait, hold on. Let me fuck with 2A in LA right quick. You mother. No, I'm just joking with you, brother. Brother, I ain't even. Let me say something to 2A in LA. I'm not even into handguns. Y'all know that. I had all the motherfucking PCCs and PDWs. I'm not into fucking handguns. It's just I'm not. Until I went over to his channel on Instagram and he got some of the most coldest, most lit, like 1911s, 1955s, whatever the fuck you call them. He got some, yeah. So, hey, salute to you, 2A in LA. And then I think he just recently hit 100,000 YouTube subscribers, man.
Man.
I appreciate you. I think at the regular gun guy meetups and shit, I think it was him that was whipping my ass. When regular gun guy nominated me for gun collection of the year, I got my ass whooped 3 times in a row by 2A in LA, but it's all good. It's all love. Thank you, brother, for blessing Gun Freak Nation with your presence. You are Gun Freak Nation too. And shout out to regular gun guy. One day I'm gonna make it to that motherfucking meetup. But one day I'm gonna do my own fucking meetup where everybody in the Gun Freak Nation, we gonna just come together, have a big ass barbecue or something. We all fam, it's all love, and we can find a range. It's probably gonna be an indoor range or something, and we shoot it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I would love to do. You know, I would love to do something like that. But yeah, shout out to 2A, and I ain't highlight you, brother, just because you super chatted me $10. YouTube gonna take half of that shit with the But anyway. thank you, man. We got 2A in LA in the motherfucking building. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the love, baby. Thank you for the love.
Yeah, man. I seen somebody say about China too.
Oh, they said China gearing up for war. It's gearing up for war. I think they about to take Taiwan. I think they about to take Taiwan, man. And ain't nothing nobody can do about that shit. You know?
Say, man, what's up to Willie Beeman, man? I see y'all down there. Do something different. I see y'all in the comment section. What it do, man? See, man, everybody. Too Rich. What up? What up? Say, but on that, he was talking about, somebody said something about China own land and companies and stuff like that in the US. I get that. That's true. But then too, China is China. This is America. We already know that this is stolen land. China is China. This is America. My thing is with this, what they trying to do right here in Texas, it's like it's false advertisement. They know what comes with that. If these people, this particular group of people, y'all love to like blame certain stuff on, since we have a terrorist problem right now. Y'all get where this is supposed to go, what it's about to flip into. Think about the funding Texas just got with one of the largest military contracts known to US of A. That don't land here in Texas. Y'all got all this open for business flood like a gold rush. Everybody come to Texas from Oklahoma, all over. A lot of people are running to Texas. Right. You can't have too much going on at one time. That would spark something. Y'all would turn this into something else. You get civil war just like that with all this shit that y'all trying to push here in Texas at one time like this. There's too much going on. There's too many revolving doors right now in Texas. You know what I'm talking about? We just had the borders open. That didn't spill out to what y'all thought it was going to spill out to, with these Venezuelan gangs mixing with some of the gang culture and crimes already here. Right. That didn't happen. So now we're going to try this. Let's try to build a damn whole town with something that they're not really accustomed to. We're not used to that here in Texas. Not here. Right. Not like that. Y'all are giving these people, and I understand the religious and the culture aspect back end of it, but it's not safe right now. You're trying to, it's like, I don't know what y'all trying to do here in Texas, like y'all trying to piss people off. This is the wrong state to piss people off in, because one thing about this state, they serious when it come down to that 2A lifestyle. You will get what you think you want playing like that here with this state. We are already a money-driven state. We got the same issues as other states when it come down to wishy-washy politicians. That's every state. Doesn't China has 100,000 troops in Western Canada, here, Southeast Texas, Port Beaumont, nothing but military getting shipped out. We going to war. I'm glad you said that. I just thought through speaking about the military contract with Texas. Also think about the cartel buying up all this ammo. They doing it right up under your nose. They ain't really hiding it. It's like you're either gonna be ready or you're not. Well, and then, bro, it's a lot going on. Like right now, Texas is in a really weird space. It's loud to a lot of people outside of Texas because y'all get to catch the news. Here as we live in it, you know how everybody be like out of sight, out of mind. As the shit going on, right? People still life be life, and people still doing certain stuff. So it's major, but who's actually paying attention to it? I'm here in Texas, and I'm not as hit in the face as big as what's going on in Plano, Texas. What they're trying to do with this whole town, that's major. And it should be right here in my face. But hey, when I got real life stuff going on my own, you get tunnel vision. You get locked in. That's why they got a lot of stuff going on right now. Think about it. what we trying to get past here right now in Texas, the suppressor stuff, all that.
Oh yeah, I want
It's
to talk
to you
about that. You think it's going, you think it's going to make it through the Senate?
I think it is. I think it is, and it's going to still have pushback. Still going to have pushback, but the good thing is we get to find out, since it's going down like that, who are the BS politicians that's going to block it, who going to try to fight against it. Because see,
right.
I know we already know Texas going to be for, the positive and a push for the 2A lifestyle, but then it's like, now we get to expose who's really bought out, because that's the thing that we actually need here in Texas. We're going to find out who's bought out. Supposed to anyway, if they ain't going to protect the name of the person who pushing against it. We need that all day long, because crime is crime. Everything like to get blamed on a criminal side of stuff with the positive things we're trying to do. That ain't going to change. It's like talking about drugs. It's not stopping until somebody actually wanted to stop. So we need that, because it's a health issue. It helps with hearing.
Right. Yep.
I mean, let's be real. We talking as if the bad guys don't already got this type of stuff. They do. That's not a problem. It's like the arm brace thing. It helps people with handicap issues. It helps
Right.
for the positive side of it.
Exactly.
We don't get that though. We always get slapped down with the negative side of what could happen, and all these weird assumptions. Bro, look, it is what it is. We need this. It's stupid, because if I give you $200, I can do it.
Right. Yeah.
Make it make sense. If I go get a little text stamp, I can do it.
Extortion fee. Yeah, that's all it is. Extortion fee.
I'm the same person without saying I don't want to get this idiot $200 to fight against my rights.
Right.
I'm that same person, whether I give you that $200 or not. What's up with what we really talking about? Is who pockets trying to get lined? What is it?
Yeah.
What's with the extortion? It's extortion.
Right.
If it's not extortion, then why can I come out of my pocket and sign this paperwork? I'm gonna get passed through, pay my money, I get it. What is it? What is it? You're not actually stopping my right to it, but why is this speed bump right here? Why am I paying somebody some dollars to fight against my rights? Why?
Yeah.
Y'all use the money to fight against my rights.
And it's a muzzle device. I don't even know why they ever put it on the NFA list anyway. It's just a fucking muzzle device that's gonna help, with your hearing.
Yeah, it's not like
it's just we've been jerked and fucked for forever. I'm like, you shouldn't even really be celebrating something that shouldn't have never existed in the first place.
It's stupid, man. It's stupid.
But I hope they pass the bill. I'm not saying I still feel the way I feel about suppressors, but just because I feel that way, think they really impractical, it doesn't mean that I want to see everybody else. It's like I don't want to make it seem like I don't give a fuck, because I can care less. But I want people to be able to buy like they buy fucking lights and lights. It's an accessory for your gun. That shouldn't make you go through all that red tape and.
But you know what, T? They're not taking all this slack for the switches that's out here, though. They come from the government. We didn't create that shit in nobody's garage. It's switches. But guess what? Well, since we got this stuff, we're going to turn around and make these rare breed triggers, binary. Bro, like, what is it? Like,
well, I hear they back legal now.
Yeah. And my thing is, it should have never been illegal.
Yeah.
Get out there and do your job. Go fight crime.
Right.
You want to make it home safe? We all want to make it home safe. Don't throw us in a box with the bad actors, because y'all don't really want to get out there, because y'all not cut like that to even be representing us and doing a job that y'all hired on for. We're going to really be real about it. A lot of y'all just got put in the position. A lot of y'all not even built. Y'all shouldn't even came out of academy to even walk our streets. Just being realistically, as a coward in heart. I'm just gonna keep it real. Not all officers are, but majority of y'all are, and it's facts. That's why the criminals keep outnumbering y'all, because look who y'all are vetting in. I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all keep on vetting in the weak and letting these idiots get stronger, but it's by design. Yeah. Because as long as that's going on, y'all can always blame us. Y'all don't really want this stuff to stop. It's a money lining thing. Y'all always complain about not making enough money. And
Yeah.
you do, I mean, damn, you low key do detective work as is. You don't stop crying before it happens. I'm glad I said what I just said. Remember, I told you in the last live, I had a family member who went through a situation, man, a home invasion thing, huh?
Right.
So this is my thing. And I'm not glad this happened to this person in no shape, form, or fashion. That's my blood. But I'm telling you something. There was a major eye open for this person. I always tell this person, arm yourself, protect your lifestyle, man. You your first line of defense. And this is a female. You have to protect yourself. Ain't nobody else gonna do it for you.
Right.
They're not. And this person is a great person, you know, and you can low key say that her own team, you might well say, went against her. Had a home invasion situation where a person done tried to get into her home. Now, this is where I spin it when I say officers mostly do detective work. They not stopping crime. They ain't stopping shit. Let me say this. And that's facts. And I tell an officer this to his face. The proof is in the pudding. I don't been in situations where I done told these people before it got to this point. No show. So if y'all 911 callers thinking that's gonna come and Superman save your life in seconds, you only hear because the higher powers is granted you more time, because it don't work like that.
Right.
It don't work like that when it's real. So this home invasion thing kind of kicked off, man. Person trying to get in the home.
Did they know the person, or was it a stalker motherfucker, or just a random stranger? Random savage.
It's unknown. It's unknown at this point, because with this situation here, hey, my family member live a real lavish lifestyle. And with that lavish lifestyle, people watch.
Yeah.
People go searching. It can be that. Then too, you're a female. You're an easy target. Then, hey, you don't know somebody done set you up to get that done to you. You don't know what this threat is exactly, but it's a threat. They trying to come into your home. This person, hey, understood the situation, took care of business, had to take care of business into her own hands. Called the cops. Told them what was going on. As it's going on. Man, them people turned around and what she say they did, when she talked to them, they downplayed it. They didn't send out no call for no wellness check. They didn't act concerned. It was like, okay, nothing's happening. Nothing's going on. No, motherfucker, they're in my door.
Right.
They trying to get in my stuff.
Let me interject for a minute.
Yeah.
I had to send a troll to Funky Town mods. You see anybody that say anything disrespectful, racist, or inappropriate, y'all got the green light. You ain't even gotta ask me. Send their asses to Funky Town. Okay.
Oh yeah,
We not gonna have no ignorant motherfuckers up in here. You know, no racist motherfuckers up in here with that bullshit. So I say I did it before my mods caught the shit. So, you know, y'all see anybody that say something disrespectful, racist, or whatever, you got the green light for me to send them to Funky Town. All right, you can resume, my brother.
Yeah, man. What to do something different. I see you down there, man. For sure. But yeah, so she telling me how this playing out, and I'm like, say, man, look here, fam. I already told you. I've been having this YouTube channel for a little minute. I've been doing this, and that's what bothers me. And you go through it too, T, all the time, where you telling people to protect themselves, and it's like it go in one ear and out the other. It's like it's just something we do just for social media, YouTube. Nah, bro, this shit is real. It's real. It's for y'all entertainment and everything, but it's real. Don't wait until it happened to you.
Right.
You might not be able to do what we're doing now. Talk about it. It's real. And this is the worst thing that could have happened. You know, like it got that real. That's scary for somebody to be at your door.
Yeah.
And you haven't been training like you're supposed to been training. You haven't been doing a lot of stuff like I've been trying to shove down your throat. But you did arm yourself. That's enough for me. You arm yourself. That's a start. Some people don't arm themselves.
Right.
But then too, you know how to use it. I wasn't like worried if you had to take care of business. You know how to use it. I just hate that it happened, but you was prepared. You could have been more prepared if you was training and taking a lot of of what I've been saying, what we be spending on with these channels more, serious.
Right.
Because hey, it got real fast, man. It was so random. You can't, you think because you live a certain way that you can see it coming, or you can like pinpoint it, you can't. It just bam, it's go time. You don't know.
Right.
So when that happened to her, man, she stopped talking to them. She back on the phone with me. I'm up here say, woo, 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 do this, woo, woo, what. Everything straight. It played out like it's supposed to play out. Tomorrow, now let's talk about it. So how do you feel about the laws not showing up? The cops did not show up. They didn't come through the next day. They didn't do a follow up. They didn't come through that night for no wellness check, no knock on the door. None of that. See, a person can call on a lie and they gonna come get that knock on the door. You got something factual, something really going on right now. Your life is in danger. They didn't come knock at that door.
Right.
They didn't do nothing. It was up to that person, a female, to hold it down by herself. I'm gonna tell you something though. There was also God's work. Because there could have been multiple people. We don't know what was really trying to come through that door, but they was trying to come up in there.
Right.
And that person was prepared though to take care of business. But say, man, don't wait till you in that type of situation to arm yourself to protect your lifestyle. I'm glad that person actually went and purchased a firearm to protect herself though.
Yeah.
They did do that, and they did go get some training. We all can always use more training.
Yeah.
That don't never stop. I know how to use it and everything. I still need more training.
Yeah.
That don't stop.
Yeah, I got to get my ass back to the range.
Yeah, that don't stop, man. That could have been a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more I can say. I'm not gonna say right now because we don't know exactly what that was, but it better not ever happen again.
Yeah.
That was just a blinder. That was a shocker right there. Now it pop off again. It's not a shock factor.
Home invasions happen every day, multiple times a day. I think they say every 30 seconds or something. It's a home invasion going on, across the country every 30 seconds. Somebody, is a victim of crime, But man, we just gotta stay, on our P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? Stay on our P's and Q's. And like I said, in the Bible it says, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. So we but in order for that to happen, we actually have to have our weapons inside us to defend against the evil acts of these savages that's out here. That's wanting to do harm. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we've been challenged on too, T, man. That right, man. That Second Amendment right is major, man.
Oh,
it really is. And with that in mind, we also still got to watch who are getting armed, though, who also got the right to use their right. I'm gonna say that right now. As okay. Now, I feel like yes, people should have the right to protect their life. I know that. But we do got some people who shouldn't be in that type of that I'm not gonna say they shouldn't have that right. I'm gonna say they should be vetted a certain way, man. Because
I agree with you.
We got people out there doing stupid stuff, and the righteous and positive people are getting spanked with their actions. It's man, like people are going arming themselves and doing stupid. Like for instance, I know of an idiot in Denton, Texas, who walked the damn street in broad daylight with an ARP strapped to him like it was a damn watch. And everybody's looking at him like, why is you doing this? And this not a full-length rifle, it's a pistol. Fool had a 300 blackout. And you doing this shit for show and tell. And like, I don't know, it's a fashion statement or what, but it's like a lot of stuff can pop off from stupidity, man. That's what I'm getting at. That's not a great representation of this lifestyle. And an idiot like that who got the right to go, who's of age and got the right to go do something like that because he's of age, doesn't mean that he should be, representing us like that, man, because that could have popped off. Now, what if them cops would have flooded that street and would have gunned that idiot down because he outside like that and he's a black male, and the only thing we're going to say is, oh, some white officers pulled up and took his life, and like, bro, like this, they're gonna spin it to a whole nother subject.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this idiot chose to walk outside with this thing strapped on him like it was a damn new chain he just got. Like, bro,
Wow.
like let's not do that. Like
I used to Michigan is an open carry state. We
yeah.
got open carry law here. If you want to conceal it, you gotta get a license. It's called a CPL, concealed pistol license. But with that, any gun that has a barrel less than 16 inches is considered a pistol. So I can walk around, I can throw my micro Draco, my Maxim, Defense PDX, and right there in my passenger seat, my Galil Ace, and police can't do a damn fucking thing about it because those guns are all pistols, registered, as pistols. But I used to open carry before I got my CPL license, right?
Right.
But I stopped doing it because it's dangerous. Number one, everybody know what you got. So if some shit hit the fan, you're gonna be the number one target. They're gonna take you out first. That's number one. You want to have that element of surprise. That's why you EDCing. So if you open carrying, you already broadcasting, you getting the attention. That's what it is. And I know a lot of people that do it on purpose to get the attention. But here's the thing. When you get that attention, you don't know what everybody's intention is. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what everybody's intention is. So basically, you putting that bullseye right on your back, and you be making yourself a target. Now, in other situations where you hunting, I get it, but here in Detroit, hell no, I'm not gonna fucking open carry. I mean, it was a cop right up the street, not too far from me, where they tried to take his gun, and he was in full uniform, and they tried to disarm this cop that was at a gas station. That's how bad things have got. They robbing cops now.
Savages.
It's crazy.
Pure savages, man. I've seen some of the videos too, man. And people, this like, let me tell y'all something about this open carry stuff too. See, open carry, I get it. It's cool for certain type of situations.
Yeah.
A lot of these people, I see a lot of people that's not even well trained or informed in this lifestyle doing a lot of open carrying. You see it from males and females having it's on YouTube. They were fighting and wrestling and tussling with savages trying to go for that firearm because y'all wearing it like it's a new belt, a new pair of jeans, and you got idiots snatching for it, and you got a tussle, and then some of them getting away with it. And then what you gonna do? Point at them and yell and talk stuff. Hope they run off and don't use it on you.
Right.
It's just, man. So mine's a terrible thing to waste.
Yeah.
It's do's and don'ts when it comes to this lifestyle, man. It's just do's and don'ts. And I'm not saying a lot of open carry people ain't prepared and ready for the go down. It's just more than half of them not.
Yeah.
And those I done been when they first started doing it here in Texas. I seen a Caucasian male. He bust through the stove, come through QT. He getting his stuff and everything. And he go back out the door, but I did notice he was packing, the little nice 1911 on the side and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you something though, his energy, and it wasn't like he wasn't aware of his surroundings. He was, and he just had that thing about him to where I know he was prepared for if somebody, think he's sleeping or not aware of his surroundings. You gonna be in for a rude awakening. I'm cool with that. If your head is on a swivel and you serious about protecting that. Now, if you ain't serious about protecting that, don't do that.
Right.
And then two, every situation is not a welcoming for that. Like wherever you at, you can't open. I feel like you shouldn't be able to, you're not supposed to open carry everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stand on a block.
Right. Hell no.
A lot of idiots.
Hell no.
Like, bro, what I got? What am I proving?
That's a gift. That's an early Christmas present, to them, man. You
For
can't
real.
let everybody know, what you got, unfortunately. And then, One more thing I'm gonna touch on: if you a fucking hothead and you can't put your anger in check, your emotions in check, then you don't need no gun either. Cause you're gonna fuck around and unalive somebody or get fucking unalive. You only pull your gun when your life is in imminent
danger.
lethal danger. You know what I'm saying? You only pull your gun in. You don't do it out of anger to try to flex or you fucking get killed that way.
And I tell you, like I say, every situation is not a shooting situation, man. If you're not prepared to throw hands and rumble and wrestle in the jungle to protect yourself,
St. Cliff,
what it do? What's up with it,
Cliff? St. Cliff?
Yes, sir, man. Salute, man. And then too, for women, a lot of women that's getting into this lifestyle. Now I understand y'all upbringing, y'all body structure, where y'all mentality might be at. You know, some of you got kids, some don't. Every situation not a shooting situation. I know some females getting that pistol put on their hip, and hey, if somebody try me, this and this and that, I get that. Every situation is not a shooting situation, but invest into some insurance too once you get into this lifestyle, because I'm talking about coverage and everything. Because when it's up, you can be well within your rights, but when it's up, it's stuck. That's what something we say. When it's up, it's stuck. Ain't no such thing as hold up. I didn't want it to happen like that. Once it go down, it go down. Be prepared for the back end. That back end, that courtroom, that battle.
Yeah,
they gonna turn around and make you just as evil as that savage that you might have to protect your
lifestyle.
You
also got to keep in mind you responsible for every round that leaves out, every bullet that leaves out of your barrel that you fire. You're responsible for all that. So
it's a real thing, T. Like we spend this positivity too on this 2A lifestyle, man, about protecting yourself and arming yourself. But I'm gonna tell y'all something too. It's another side of that coin too. You can be well within your right. Somebody can be coming to your stuff right now to take everything you got, and you well within your right to stop that threat.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're gonna turn around and treat you like you worse than that person who came into your own shit.
Yeah, that's the fucked part about it.
They are.
Yeah,
you're gonna have a team to fight and protect you. You're gonna have a team going against you as if you worse than that evil threat that was coming for your life.
Right.
And they don't care about your family. They don't care about what you got going on. They don't care about your job. They don't care about none of that.
Exactly. And don't shoot them with no exotic self-defense ammo, because they really gonna try to be like, you unalive the person that life is more valuable than property, which is true. But you already know we talking about the ones that's coming in to they want you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want your valuables. They want you. They want to have dominance. That's the devil breaking in your house, and they want to have dominance over you.
Yeah.
They want to have dominance over you. And when I say that, they gonna make you do all kind of shit. And if you don't comply with what they do, they will unalive you. I call it the God mode complex, where when they get that gun to your head, the decision whether you live or whether you die is in their hands, literally in their hands. And you don't ever want to be in a situation where you got to beg for your life or do some of the most fucked up things that you can ever do to survive. And that's if you make it through that ordeal, because you're gonna be fucked for the rest of your life. So it's best that y'all get armed and just know what to do. Get trained, get your training in and whatnot, and be ready to send that motherfucker to Funky Town when they try you. Because I'm telling you, the devil wants dominance. And I'm talking about whether you in your house or whether you out there in the world. You might encounter one of them motherfuckers. And they ain't got to necessarily, it could be another CPL holder. You know what I'm saying? That you encounter. But that motherfucker might be crazy. He might be one of them hotheads. You also got to know to walk away when the time to walk away, because things can go from 1 to 0 to 1,000 in seconds.
Yeah.
I've seen people lose their lives and shoot each other and kill each other. I remember that story right there on Greenfield and Grand River where where the two dudes got into it at the bus stop. And one of them just pulled out a knife and just stabbed my man's to death right there at that bus stop. So you just never know who is mentally ill, who can't check they temper, you know what I'm saying? They anger, you know, everybody don't need one, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody don't. For sure, for sure. Man, real is rare. And then, man, you see some of the goofy stuff that you see on social media where people are putting them to their heads and showing, different extendos and a nice little color, the little Cerakote job they don't had done. I get it. Like, it has turned into like a little fashion statement to some. I get it. I like to show some of my stuff off on social media, stuff like that, but not in that fashion, not
Right.
in that manner. Like, a lot of them they put a lot of bad energy out there. They giving like they putting people in a really bad situation, because those who haven't done it yet see it like, oh, that's cool. There's a lot of followers out here. Then they want to get on there and do it. That's why you end up with a lot of situations where people don't unalive themselves, accidental discharges, and all this extra stuff. No finger discipline, no knowledge on even how to use it, how to clean it. It's a lot of bad stuff out here getting put out there, man. A lot of bad advertisement.
Yeah.
And that's not what the lifestyle really is about. We can get at these ranges and make it fun and stuff like that. But I'm saying, with all this flagging, I done seen a lot of videos of people flagging people unsafely. It's crazy, man. It's people of all ages, young, old, everything. And it's even bad when you got handgun instructors and stuff doing.
Yeah.
It's sickening, man. It pissed me off. It makes me mad. It makes me mad seeing it. It pissed me off because it's just really it's put us in a real bad place. Like, we're trying to go forward with it, but all of the negative stuff that we get hit with on top of those who speak like us, but you advertising and you're doing wrong, you're putting bad habits out there, and you're aware of it, but you don't give a damn because you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Somebody done told you, say, man, you done flagged all these people. Hey, man, watch your hand off the trigger. Hey, you aware of this stuff, but you do it. You part of the problem. Like, you part of the problem also with this lifestyle, man. And you make it hard. And I'm one of the people that'll call you out and don't give a damn about you. Like, if you can be my brother, my partner, whatever, I'm gonna tell you something about that, and I'm gonna tell it to you respectfully. And once I see you don't curl, it's F you. At that point, I get pissed off, and bro, I won't even fuck with you, bro. That'll piss me off. I don't even want to be around you. I won't be hitting no gun range with. I don't want it. I won't be around you. You're not gonna play me like that because it's serious. It's not a video game. You're not gonna unalive me because you're stupid.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do that.
Or get you in a situation where you got to, let it go.
You're not gonna do it, man.
You gotta get, you got to certain spirits, man, certain energy you just can't have around you anyway.
No, you can't, man. And I get why some of these guys that's big in the community, they don't like to do collabs, man. They don't like come around because I've never did business with you. I've never been around you. I don't know what type of person you are once I am around you. I get that, so you be like, okay, this gun tuber, he linked to this gun tuber, but why they ain't did no videos yet? Because this is social media. You can't really trust a lot of people in this type of lifestyle because these idiots don't show everything that they do off cam and stuff. So you might have unsafe practices off cam.
Yeah.
I don't got time for that, And then it just is what it is, man. This life, it got a lot of perks, and it got a lot of negative things about it and stuff too.
Yeah.
So, and it's not a lot of us versus the stupid stuff I see on social media when it comes down to this lifestyle too. To fight against it, That's why we got to draw the line in the sand too. We got people who are for it. We got people against it, because those who are for it, we got a lot of those who are for it not putting the right stuff out there, and it's tricking a lot of people getting into this lifestyle. A lot of people coming in here with the wrong state of mind on what this is.
Right.
You know,
right.
For sure.
Man,
we got to roll with it. We're gonna have to clean it up and fix it and stay strict about a lot of stuff. We can't give people passes. You know what I'm saying? We got to stay strict with it, man. If we want this stuff to survive and keep pushing forward, especially with the stuff we're trying to get accomplished.
Yeah,
we get all this stuff accomplished. You got to also think. We got people who probably got a clean background, know nothing, ain't never been involved in nothing, but they gonna also have access to this type of stuff. But what they might do, where they might go with it,
right?
Because they ain't never faced nothing. You know, they ain't never been presented with nothing. So how y'all gonna? Hey, look at these school shootings. You know, people getting punched in the face, getting jumped on, nobody doing nothing about it. But then when this person go arm themselves and shoot the whole school,
let me ask you about this. What everybody keep blowing this up and sending me like links to it and talking about it in the comments, and in my last live, it kind of was kind of disruptive, where it was like a lot of infighting. The situation, I think, was it in Texas, where the dude stabbed the other kid, the other student, and everybody was making a big deal out of that. What was his name?
Man, I forgot the dude. Now I know you're talking about, though. The one that they saying it played into some racial stuff, saying, he got off and all that. I seen when they arrested him, they was taking him in a Electrk. I want to say it was Electrk. We talking about the same situation. There's a black kid stabbed somebody. End up getting up out of there.
Right.
If this is the person I'm talking about, he was turning himself in here in Dallas in Electrk.
Oh, that's where it happened at?
I want to say it was Electrk. If y'all know anything about that, was that here in Dallas?
Yeah, Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo
Anthony. I thought they was talking about the basketball player.
No. Who want the basketball player? I want to be sure I'm not over speaking, but when the footage I seen, it was a male turn himself in, and it looked like he was standing outside of Electrk getting ready to walk across the street. If that was Dallas, then that was Electrk out here. Had like the guy I'm talking about, he turned himself in. I want to say he had like a suit on, had like some little puffy hair. It might have been him, but if that was him, then that guy, they took him on into Electrk. They gave him a chance to turn himself in and stuff. And that old GoFundMe account stuff turned to whatever. It wasn't that in Frisco, Texas. Okay, it's in Frisco, Texas. Okay, then all right then.
They said they're gonna try him as a grown up. They're gonna try him grown up as an adult, so.
Yeah, that type of situation.
I mean, but why is everybody making it why is everybody making a big deal, making it racial though?
From what I looked at it, they try to make it racial because the way it went, First of all, he got a chance to turn himself in. It wasn't one of the situations where somebody done popped up and shot him. This is America, and he is a black male. The fact that he got a chance to turn himself in, and people showed him sympathy, because once you get the full situation of why he did what he did, it's like, okay, dang, like I see his side of it. I ain't saying he right, but I see his side of it still.
I'm talking about what happened though. I'm still trying to figure out. All I know is that he stabbed somebody to death. What happened?
Man, the little information I got about it, the person he stabbed or whatever led to it. What about the guy that killed? Okay, the little information, because I ain't really dig into it, but the little hint I got was, I don't know if it was something like a situation he been dealing with, and it just never was approached properly until it got to that point, and it just played out like it played out. So that's what I got from it. I just left it alone. I left it alone from that point. I know Buddy got a chance to turn himself in, and I know he was able to rack up a lot of money out for this case and stuff like that. They looking at the stuff that he was able to splurge on and stuff from the funding and all that. I get all that.
Right.
I mean, damn, look at George Zimmerman. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So they want to spin it into what it's turning into. It is what it is, man. It's the legal system. Like,
the white woman that called the black autistic child at the park a nigger. You know, she got they raised her like $700,000.
Yeah.
700,000 she got. You know,
Yep.
almost $1 million. So people, for whatever reason, man, is
Mm-hmm.
I
And
don't.
that's a lawsuit. I mean, that's a court battle. Like it ain't over. Ain't none of this stuff over. All
Yeah,
this stuff is getting played out. They just see that's how social media works. They splashing stuff to get people in their feelings. They don't give people the full story. They give them what to go off of. But on the back end, we catch the back end later, you know. And then some of these cases you hear about them, then you be like, man, whatever happened to such and such? Because they moved on to the next one. It's all about getting the civvies, getting civilians rattled up, get them talking about something. It's the
right.
BuzzFeed, you know. It's controlled media. It is what it is. Just give you a splash of it. They're gonna take care of it how they can take care of it. You know, people mad at her, but where were we? Where were the damn parents? Yeah, that too. And shout out to do something different too when he spoke on people not getting holsters and sticking guns and stuff in their pockets. Oh, that grinds me. That burns me up. I hate seeing it. And they do it as a fashion statement to show the little extended clips sitting out the side. It's like, you're not hard. You look stupid as hell. You telling me you're
Yeah,
uneducated. You're
yeah.
lame. You telling me all this stuff. It's like, bro. And then a lot of these idiots sagging their pants to show their drawers and they flexing and stuff on. It's like, bro, chill. It's like you're false advertising and you're not cut like that. You're stupid because if you're, and then it's some who are out here just doing pure stupidity, you know, just pouring on to add to the crime wave. It's just it's stupid, man. It don't look good. It look lame to me. You know, it looks stupid. I can't stand it. I don't have to talk to people that I know personally, bro. Go get your host. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
get you a
Like,
holster.
you got the right to even carry that, but look how you carrying it. You want somebody to mess with you. And soon
Yeah.
as one of these laws pull up on you, the first thing you want to pull up is, you trip, is my right. Now, idiot, learn the law. You're breaking the law. You look stupid.
Well, did you hear about that shooting like a couple of years ago at the at the gun shop?
Uh-uh.
Somebody went into a gun store, a gun shop, and they didn't have a holster. They just had their gun in their pocket or either in their waistband. And you know, it's things you cannot do in a gun shop because they're gonna check your ass. They're
Yeah.
gonna check you. You know, if you smell like weed, they're gonna put you out. You know, so one thing you can't be, you know, have, I don't give a fuck if the gun is empty. You know the gun empty. Don't
Mm-hmm.
never put your fucking finger in that trigger guard. They're gonna clone the fuck out of you. But yeah, a couple of years ago, somebody went up in the it ain't funny, but somebody went up in the motherfucking gun shop and they got clowned. They got the fuck clown for having a fucking gun in their pocket. And that
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker got mad that he pulled his gun and started shooting them, and it was a shootout, and a couple of people got killed
Man.
behind that shit, all because
Wow.
he was in. You know, they talked about him so bad that this motherfucker pulled the gun and started shooting motherfuckers. Man, crazy
Man.
motherfuckers.
That type of stuff, boy, that just leave a bad taste and a bad image on us, man. It's embarrassing. Like we don't need none of that type of energy. We don't need that type of publicity. We don't that we deal with a lot. We deal with a lot from our own people, and we deal a lot from the other side, man. It's like, hey, it's a part of lifestyle, man. Gotta keep fighting, man. Keep on pushing, dog. Take it on the chin.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah,
That's embarrassing, man. That's sickening. Like
right.
an adult is moving like that in that type of setting. Just period. It's ridiculous. Hey, and I see it a lot too. Well, not a lot. I see it sometimes. Even when I'm at the gun range, you see the people which I understand it. You know, everybody's didn't have my type of upbringing where you just get knowledge firsthand and knows the do's and don'ts when it comes down to dealing with these tools. But see, in the gun ranges, man, they got trainers and stuff in there for a reason.
Right.
And I mean, hey, you're grown up. I mean, hey, you grown. You well within your rights to go in there hey, you don't got to take their advice and stuff like that. But see, the rules of the gun range are there for a reason. I've seen some people shooting the ceiling, knocking stuff down and destroying these people's stuff.
Right.
I done seen people turning around with the tool. It can be unloaded, whatever, but you still flagging. There's people to your left and right. I've seen a lot of curly stuff from some individuals who done been in the range and stuff with me. I've seen people tackle to the wall, took down, all kind of stuff kicked out. I've seen it all.
Right.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's extremely dangerous, and that's why some of these people, some of the people in the 2A lifestyle, they don't like to go to these spots, these ranges, whether indoor, outdoor, unless they they're dolo, because you can't trust people. It's unsafe.
It is.
You know, it is what it is. And I done heard instructors giving people corrections, and they still not, taking advice. They assholes. They still shooting what they think they gonna shoot the way they want to shoot, and that lead into something else. Getting your ass kicked up out of there. Man, hey.
Exactly.
Yeah. It is what it is, man. Like you say, flagging people, rapid fire. Yep. Yeah, man. And then you want to be when we come around, you want to, man, why that guy's a a-hole? You don't know what that man don't have to deal with before you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That man done seen some stuff. Yeah. He ain't tripping because you got this nice AK and he hating on you want to see it now. He just might be having a bad day from a past experience or whatever. From somebody who probably looked like you.
Right.
Put it like that. Real is rare. One of your idiots, buddies, brothers that you are unaware of who look like you came in and did some foul stuff. He probably had to tackle 2 or 3 people who look like your skin tone down to the ground because they want to shoot their chopper a certain way, or they want to flag people. Hey, and then once he got accustomed to you coming through on a regular, he know that he'll lay up off for you. But we gotta take accountability, man. Our brothers or our sisters, they don't got it all up here. Some people they leave a bad mark. I get it.
For sure.
Everything ain't a race thing.
Right.
It's a real thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Shoot. It is what it is. I don't got rubbed wrong at some of these gun ranges. He raced. I don't feel like that. I get it. But I also understand my rights. I'm still gonna do what I came to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna respect the rules, and every rule don't apply to all the gun ranges. Some got different rules. Some will let you get out, some won't. Respect it. Yeah. Or go find a range where you can do that type of stuff at.
Right. I want to go to an outdoor range one day soon, though. I've never been to one before.
Oh yeah, man. Outdoor range.
Yeah.
In my experience, it outdo indoor ranges. It's different. Feel free. You know what I'm saying? It's like having your own land and you can just step outside on your back porch and piss into the wind. It's like, I'm talking about this day, I'm here. It's like free.
Man, one day I gotta come down to Texas. I got a Gun Freak Nation member that is in Texas, somewhere in Texas, man. But they got like anchors and anchors and anchors of land where they say they can just go out on their front porch and with their gun and just shoot, and they ain't got to worry about shit. They got that type of land, and like they was like, you invited to come anytime I want to, but I just don't want to get on no fucking plane, man. I can't do it. I can't do it unless I drive or catch a bus or something. I'm not getting on no airplane. I can't do it.
See, we got that in common for sure.
I just can't do it. Man, I had a heart attack on that motherfucker. I can't even go to a concert and sit up high at the arena, at the stadium. So, man, think about that. If I'm freaking out at a fucking arena, how the fuck I'm gonna get up in the air into a plane that's like thousands, like what, 47,000 feet up in the sky, man? It ain't nothing holding that motherfucking plane up. Hell no.
See, I don't trust it either. See, a train, I get on a train.
Hey, yeah, I get on a train in a heartbeat.
I don't do
I even get
cruises.
on
I
a
don't do
fucking
planes.
boat, a cruise ship, but I can't do the airplanes. I just can't. My fear of heights is just that shit, man. I wouldn't even. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I get that for sure, man. I don't do the planes. I don't do the cruises, and man, train. I take my chances. I ain't tripping. We derail, we slide. I get it, fire, whatever. Okay, but I can't do the plane crashing in the land, the water. I can't do the boat, Titanic ship sinking. The best I can do is a train. I can't do it. Anything outside that train or
Man,
that vehicle, yeah,
right,
I'm done. And the only reason why I was going to possibly one day get on the plane was because when I was figuring to ship out to the service, military, and that's gonna be the only thing to break me. Outside of that, bro, you can't even pay me. Nah, nah. Boy, I'm gonna face my fear on that. That
right,
probably be the only thing I face my fear on. Before as cruises, never, never. A plane, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it at some point. I'm in my 30s saying I'm gonna do it. I don't play like that, bro. Not in my life.
right.
And yeah, and shout out to the comment section, man. I see you, Dooley. And Timothy, like I say, I'm like that too. Like he said about so many gun ranges that don't got rules, and these people come in drunk, wasted, and just man, they just laying down their own laws of the land, just doing their own things. Man, I don't you can hear them bullets humming and everything. When they hitting metal,
Yeah,
they just
hell yeah.
bro.
Right.
Woo-wee. Say that's dangerous. Yeah, you got to have some type of structure. If I'm gonna come out to a range and train, bro, I don't want to be around no idiots like that.
Yeah.
And nah, we ain't gonna play it like that. I gotta make it back. We not even play that like that. People are able to shoot spin rounds all over your heads
Don't
while you're
forget
down
though.
range.
But
Yeah.
look, don't forget that this guy done took out unalive so many people, but he ended up getting unalived himself at the gun range. And you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the American sniper. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he got killed at a gun range by a crazy motherfucker. At the gun
Mm-hmm.
range, he was trying to help this guy. I think he was a
Mm-hmm.
veteran. And man, that veteran lost his mind and thought he was the enemy and
Yeah.
gunned him down. That shit was crazy. What's his name? Chris, the
I,
American sniper, man. I
I,
think he took somebody out that was like a mile away or some shit
I know
like
you
that.
talking about,
Man,
man.
yeah,
That was weird to
he
me.
was skilled like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that was weird to
So
me.
when he was over in Iraq and I think Afghanistan, I know he was in Iraq though. He was in Iraq for sure. But yeah, he
Yeah.
ended up losing his life at a fucking gun range, man.
See, I, I'm just saying that's weird. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
The way he
Kyle.
got unalive, man, that was weird to me. That was weird. The be the type of person he is, the training he got, and for something like that to happen to him at a place like that,
Yeah,
that's weird to me.
it was
That's why I'm
crazy.
stuck here with it, man. Stuff happens,
Yeah,
but then too, it's like who it happens to,
right.
and like man, it's weird that it happened to a person like that at that particular time at that
Yeah.
moment.
That he let his guard down.
Yeah, yeah,
And yeah,
and that happens like that. It's like the John Lennon thing in a sense where a crazy
yeah,
got him. So we got this decorated man, a crazy get him. The stuff feel like designed a little bit. 50% can be, hey, a bad timing, a bad situation, freak accident, and then, freak situation. But then too, man, that's kind of weird to me that guy was
yeah,
unalive like that, man. That's why I'm stuck at it with. I'm
right.
tied in the middle. It's weird. A decorated person like that get done like that at a place like that by that type of person.
Yeah, man. He had to have had his guard down for the guy to get the drop on him. Like this must have been like in split seconds where
Mm-hmm.
and he
Mm-hmm.
let his guard down. They say he was trying to help this guy that was going through depression, man.
Mm-hmm.
People, when you're dealing with anybody that's going through something, man, it could potentially get dangerous. They might take it out on you. or whatever. You just never know what state of mind a person is in. And you have to like just keep, no matter whether you think it's a friend or either a foe, you got to keep your eye on them no matter what, especially when there's weapons around that's loaded. So I feel you on that. Like, how in the hell did he let some shit, that he didn't see that shit coming, but he wasn't expecting it.
You see what Timothy said in the comment section? He say he believed the guy who unalived him was also a veteran too, battling mental issues.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. That too. But dang, like, look who you got.
Right. Yeah.
Look who you got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, man,
right.
It's weird to me.
Yeah.
It's weird to me, man. Like, that don't happen a lot. That's kind of awkward, man. I get it, but dang, look who you got. You got the sniper. You know what I'm saying? In that situation, that way. Hey, man, knowledge is power, man. Stuff happens, man. I hate that happen.
It is.
I hate that happen, man.
Let me ask you this question, Saint, because this come up in a lot of comments. People ask questions. You earn. Okay? You in Texas, you earn.
Yeah.
Law draw down on you and pull you over. It's traffic stop. How you gonna handle that situation, especially if you suspect that this cop is an asshole? How you gonna handle that situation? Because I've been pulled over by many, many assholes.
Yeah.
I mean, I got pulled over like a few years ago, and it was one inquiring about my woman. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Do you know her or something? So you asked me about 25 questions about her. How long I've known her and all this, and like, what kind of weird shit was this? And then on top of it, he pulled me over under the premise that I had a warrant out for me, and I knew that was some bullshit.
Yeah.
He said, nigga, you got a domestic violence of destruction of property, and like, it didn't even make no fucking sense. I'm like, man, you got me mixed up. You got me fucked all the way up. So then he goes to his computer and be like, after he got my after he's asked me for my driver's license and shit and all that, and he got my social and shit and put it up in the computer. He's like, oh, my bad, man, my bad. I got the wrong person and shit. I would have put in a complaint, but my motherfucking driver's license was expired. So I didn't want to, he let me go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But still though, that was one of the most weird police encounters that I've ever had, because his line of questioning, and then he was acting all hostile and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. But how would you handle that situation?
Man, I done had a few situations like that. I say one for sure. One was at night, man. It's real dangerous. A situation like that, from experience, off the rip, I understand my situation. I'm not out here a bad actor. I'm not a criminal, and I understand what I got going on. I am normed. In a situation like that, man, you have to have really strong situational awareness and be real with yourself. It ain't about trying to prove how tough you is or how well you know your rights. It's about survival, making sure everything is on the up and respect is where it's at. Even if you're being disrespected, you better understand how to control your emotions and think and take care of business to be able to have a conversation after, because they can end a certain way. But me in that situation, man, off the rip, I get pulled over. I'm trying to take away all the angles you have to even possibly lead this into a situation where I might end up getting shot or unalive.
Right. Thank you.
That means all my
thinking ahead.
Yeah.
You're thinking ahead, and that's the key that people don't get. Every time when somebody get unalive and it's through a traffic stop or some type of police encounter and they get unalive, they listen. You first and foremost, you don't know what type of cop you gonna get.
No, you don't.
It's like a box of chocolates. You don't know which one gonna be the sour one. You don't know which one gonna be the sweet one, the cool one, right? You just don't know So for that reason alone, you got to not let the situation escalate. Don't give them don't talk, don't make it hard for them. Look, man, if you're gonna give me my ticket, give me my ticket. Let's keep it as short as possible, because the longer that shit drag out, the more likely some bullshit, some fuck shit gonna happen. You feel me? Now, when somebody do get unalived, it's fucked up that the media and certain liberal motherfuckers want to make a big deal out of it, because they want to benefit off of it for their narrative, the news media, the news cycle. They making money with the ratings. But they always want to be giving these press conferences and all that shit. But what they're not telling people is just comply, so this shit won't happen no more. I'm not saying it's not asshole cops. I don't been pulled over by some assholes, but I'm smart enough not to give them what they want. They want to provoke you. They want to escalate so they can take you out. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna give you an example, man. Anytime when you encountering the police, it's two things on the line. Two things. I've said this many, many times before. Those two things that's on the line is your life and your freedom. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two things. So you got to make that shit quick. And they're going to ask you, they're going to tell you, and then they're going to make you. And during that stage, you just might lose your motherfucking life. So when I get stopped by the police, I got my radio on, I'm gonna turn that motherfucker down low. I'm gonna turn that bitch off. Cause I'm not trying to give nobody a reason to escalate some shit. So I'm gonna turn that bitch off, and I'm gonna have my hands not on my steering wheel, but I'm gonna put my hands like this. I'm gonna be like, hello, officer. I have my CPL, my concealed pistol license. I am armed. How would you like to proceed? How would you like to proceed? Number one, I don't let them know that I'm legally armed. Number two, he see my hands. I'm making him feel comfortable too. He see my hands. He know I ain't on no bullshit, because I just admitted that I'm armed and I got my license to carry. And I'm however you want to proceed. Just doing something simple as that, so many people will still be here right now. But you got motherfuckers that want to back talk. You got motherfuckers that want to argue. You got motherfuckers that want to hold court in the streets. If that cop was an asshole to you, you get his badge number. You call your local precinct and hey, I was stopped at this particular time and he was very unprofessional, and you ran in the courthouse. You ain't gonna ran on the streets. But you would never see that when they get those press conferences. So the George Floyds, the Sonia Bland, and God rest her soul, because that woman had mental problems, man. She was depressed, and not because at first I was like, you need to just shut the fuck up, get your ticket. He wasn't gonna even give her a ticket, he was gonna give her a warning, but she kept running off at the motherfucking mouth. And then know when to shut the fuck up. And you ain't gonna out asshole a motherfucking cop. It ain't gonna happen. But later, when the woman took her life, that woman was going through something, man. That woman was already going through something. And by the way, it was only $250 to get her out, and nobody bailed her out when they could have. That woman took her life. She wasn't murdered. She wasn't murdered. She took her life. That woman was going through depression, man. And that asshole cop triggered it and made it worse. You know what I'm saying? But, let me ask you this question about the Fernando Castile shooting. Well, how do you feel about that? and how do you think it could have been, handled differently?
Man, run it by me, T. I'm my
You never
neurons
heard of
on
the
fire.
Philando Castile killing? Okay, let me
I'm
break
sure
it
I
down
have.
to you. Let
I'm
me break
just,
it down
yeah,
to you.
life been life for me.
Let me blow my nose first. Hold on.
I got you. I
My
got you.
nose, man, my
But
motherfucking nose is on.
yeah, take care of that. Yeah, man. I know me and my situation. I done been pulled over, armed, off the rip. I'll make sure I'm not gonna even have. I'm not gonna leave no type of light for you to shine any type of negativity in that situation. I done been in a situation I got pulled over. I'm cutting my dome light on. Hands gonna be where you can see them. Windows down, all that. I'm gonna have my hazards on, all that. I'm gonna try to beat you before you can get up here to the car to have everything typed right. I done been in one situation where I got pulled over and had to do all that, and I made sure my firearm was in a glove box and
Yeah,
stuff like that, and to where it was only able to be played out one way. I already acknowledged I am armed. I'm gonna let you know that off the rip I'm armed. We ain't even play them games. I
right.
don't got time for me getting unalive, and I didn't even give
What
them a
what
chance
what
to.
right. What people need to feel, what they got to realize is all them motherfuckers, some activists and all that, they don't give a fuck. You already gone. At that point, it's about money. It's about lawsuit. It was the 5th or 4th anniversary of George Floyd. Man, them motherfuckers look rich when they was talking about them. They rich now. They wealthy than the motherfucker. Not saying that they, don't miss their son or brother or whatever. But my whole thing is, people, you have to comply. That's a fight that you're not gonna win. So just comply. You know what I'm saying? You have to comply. But for the Philando Castile, he was pulled over. It was a traffic stop. Whole ass cop, pulled him over, and it was a miscommunication, and the brother lost his life.
The one who held the concealed carry holder, that guy.
Yeah, his girlfriend went live after the shooting. That's
Yeah.
what made it famous. It went viral. The girlfriend went live on Facebook. You can still see him. He was still alive at that time. He like,
Did he have a black shirt on? I'm trying to remember. This
I
guy with
don't
the
remember
black.
what he had on, but it was very controversial. It was a whole ass cop. But see that listen, from that
Listen,
incident alone, you got to cool it when you get stopped by the police, a traffic stop or whatever, because you don't know what type of cop that you gonna come across, that you're gonna encounter. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And this where the miscommunication stemmed from. Fernando Castel. Hold on, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute, Brandon.
And see
Let me
the
finish. Wait a minute. It say Fernando Castel was murdered by that cop. He told the cop he had a concealed carry. Nobody tells the cop
okay.
weapon and then shoot them. It was no threat.
That's what I'm
Listen,
talking
listen,
about.
listen,
So we
listen.
talking
Wait a
about
minute,
the
hold
same
on.
guy then.
Let me say this.
I got you. I got something to say on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Okay. I
missed
know y'all talking
it.
about.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay. N-
Hold on. Let me just say this. Let me say this right quick. Well, go ahead and say what you're gonna say, Saint.
See, now
Go ahead.
just talking about the same shooting situation I'm talking about. The officer, he did tell the officer that, hey, I'm a concealed carry holder, and I believe that the officer gave him the right to show his concealed carry license or remove his firearm. It was one of those two things. And he talking about this black male who was unalive.
That's it. Yep.
Okay, so now he did acknowledge that I am a concealed carry holder. Now, when an officer gave him a chance to go for it, that's where I feel like this got to fall on the officer. And the reason why I say this, because I done been in this situation. I done been in that same situation. And this is what I would have done if I was him. If this is the guy I'm talking about. I done been in a situation where my firearm is on me. They don't ask me, I don't ask them, hey, how do y'all want to handle this situation? I am armed. It's on me. I'm not going for it. I'm going to kill that option right there. I'm not going for it. I'm not going for my license. I'm not going for nothing. Once I tell you I am armed. this is gonna be the only option, or y'all got to get the sergeant out here. You have to remove me from this vehicle, have me step out with my hands on this car. I tell you how you gonna do your job properly. You're not just give me to do a titi y'all. Nothing. Well within my rights. I know I can show you my carrying license. I can even, while y'all got these firearms on me, remove mine real slow, doing everything y'all tell. I'm not doing none of it because at this point, I'm not giving y'all no angle. Now, with my situation, they don't have to have me step out, hands up, and I do the little leg spread, and y'all come pat down and take this off me.
Right.
I'm not doing
by law here in Michigan, you still got to let them know whether they know it beforehand or not.
Tell them anyway.
You still got to tell them that you got your CPL and that you are armed.
I'm gonna tell them anyway. Period. And here in Texas, I'm gonna tell you because I know y'all supposed to have that video on. Y'all supposed to be recording, and sometimes it don't play out like that. We lucky that we do get the video footage and recordings because sometimes I done been in a situation where, as a call go in, yeah, Sarge, something wrong with my camera and this and that. They gonna cover each other like that. I don't got time for none of that. I'm gonna tell you everything up front. At that point, I'm in snitch mode. I'm snitching on my damn self. I'm telling you. Because just in case I do end up unalive, I'm gonna snitch that day. I'm telling on my damn self because I don't got no time for games. We're gonna get this done properly. Even if you are an asshole cop, I'm gonna be whatever you say I am. It's gonna still be yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. You're gonna have all that. I'm everything you say I am. We're gonna handle this situation with care. For sure. You can be in a whole full, I don't care if you are racist, you can have a KKK robe on.
Right.
You just got that squad car. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna handle this right. It's not gonna fall under, well, he should have did. No, it's gonna be on him or them. I'm not gonna lead them angles like that. See, it's about understanding self, keeping self out of self way. Use that brain. You're not gonna hold court right there. Now, with this situation, with this man, I wouldn't have went for it. Even though, from my understanding, from what I know, I could be wrong, but y'all correct me. From my knowledge, the officer allowed him to go for proof to show that he is a carrier, a holder, a license holder. I wouldn't have done that. In my mind, you ain't setting me up like that. I don't trust you. I know you got this badge on. You're not getting me like that. You're not getting me like that.
Listen. Hear me out. If I'm in a situation and the cop is making me uncomfortable and he's telling me to reach for something and I just feel like it's a setup, I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And when I get stopped by the police ahead of time, look, okay, you want my registration and proof of insurance? Officer, it's right there in that glove box. Do you want me to show it to you? Display it to you. So if he say, okay, officer, I'm gonna be a bitch. I'm in bitch mode because I want to live. I'm in bitch mode. Officer, I'm taking my right hand and I'm gonna reach for this glove compartment to get. By that time, the cop probably laughing. I actually do that shit.
I don't got somebody laughing at me too.
My next movement is because I'm trying to make him comfortable and relax. Yeah. Because the scared cop is a deadly cop. And that cop that pulled over Philando Castile was a scared cop. Now, I think they lied, talking about they believe that they fit the description of some robbery suspects. Because I'm going to tell you why they lied about that. That was his excuse. I'm going to tell you why they lied about that. Because if they really, truly thought that they were robbery suspects, they wouldn't have never approached the car. They would have pulled over the car, but he would have called back up and it would have been a perimeter around that fucking car. You know, so that's some bullshit when he was like, well, he fit the description of a robbery suspect. Number two, Philando Castile had been pulled over at least about 35, 37, 40 times. He got complicit, man. He got complicit. Whatever that word, where if they pulled him over, if they pulled that man over that many times, he got too lax at that shit. And he got lax with the wrong fucking cop. Now I'm gonna tell you where he fucked up at. when you're dealing, like I told you, when you're dealing with police, having a police encounter, there's two things on your on the line: your life and your freedom. Okay? This is where he fucked up at. If he would have just simply threw his hands up and said, "Officer, I have my concealed carry license and I have my firearm. I am armed. How would you like to proceed?" If he would have just simply did that, he would be alive right now. But instead, it was a miscommunication. And this is what people overlooking, because I'm not blaming the cop. Was definitely wrong. I'm not taking up for the cop, but I'm saying when you are involved in a police encounter, it's all about you. It's all about, I want this situation, I want this encounter to end as fast as I possibly can. If you want to write me a ticket, if you want to tow my car, write me a ticket. But ain't no, I'm complying. Where he fucked up at, the cop asked for his driver's license, whatever. He did not announce himself as being a concealed carry. He didn't say that. His girlfriend said it after the fact, because I saw the video. We gonna keep it all the way funky. His girlfriend said it after the shoot. He was reaching for his driver's license, and at the time he was reaching, I'm gonna give you the truth, the full truth. At the time he was reaching, the officer asked, "Where's your driver's license, registration, and insurance?" He was reaching for his driver's license. At the same time he reaching, the cop asked for it. Cop was like, "Well, give me, produce a driver's license." He reaching for it, and where he fucked up at, he said, "I have a gun." He didn't say he had a CPL. He didn't say a conceal. He said, "I have a gun." So while he reaching for his wallet to get his driver's license, the pussy ass cop thinking he reaching for a gun. That's when the cop was like, don't pull it," and he just opened up on him. He fucked up. You gotta treat every fucking police encounter as if your life and if your freedom is on the line. And I know why he done it. I know why he said I have a gun, because he had been pulled over like 37 times before that. So he got lax. And then smoking weed, when they did the autopsy on him, he had weed in his system. Sometimes weed will throw your motherfucking judgment off too. So I mean, and I'm not saying it's his fault, but his actions, if he would have took the right actions, he would still be here right now, because like I said before, you don't know what type of cop that you're going to get. You just don't know. So that right there, you got to comply. If he's an asshole, put in your complaint, put your lawsuit in. You know what I'm saying? Everything should be on body camera anyway. Or get your phone out and video or whatnot. But you got to know that cop is a human being, and he want to make it back home to his family. Or that cop could have had a bad day. Or that cop, you got to think about the shit that cops go through. They already dealing with the worst of the worst, the ills of society on a daily basis. Being a human in this society is already stressful enough. So when they put on that badge and they get out there and they dealing with the worst of society, people lie to them every motherfucking day. Hey man, I was an armed security guard back in the day, and people would come in there and crack their little, jokes. What's that shit they them said in Friday that top flight security of the world and all that. Niggas joking, people disrespecting you, people, you know, to the point to where I'm coming in there already with an attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And people looking at me, asking me why I'm looking mean and mad and all that. It's the shit that you got to go through. You got a lot of people that don't want to respect authority. So they dealing with that shit, and they human just like you and me. So one of the motherfuckers might be having a bad day, and you might just be the person they decide to take their frustrations out on.
Yeah.
How when you encounter a police, don't suffocate that fire that they trying to spark so that shit can escalate. Cause you got assholes that want to go upside your head, like Tyree Nichols. Tyree Nichols fucked up when he ran. He should have took that first initial ass whipping, and he'll still be alive. But he got up and ran. That pissed him off even more.
Yeah. That man, say that situation. Yeah. Just my opinion, that's a bad cop.
Of course.
It's a bad cop. Like I don't give I going for your concealed carrying license outlet and messing up and saying something ignorant like that. I got a gun. You line yourself up like that.
Yeah.
Then too, you're a terrible cop because
after he shot him, that's when the girlfriend chimed in and was like, no, he has his license. He has his license. He never said it. The girlfriend did, but that was after the fact. But a lot of people gloss over that, and you can't listen to people like that because you got to tell people right now, if you really love people and love us, then don't just complain. You got to tell us, number one, comply.
Yeah, you comply. You shoot a person with a gun in his hand.
And you will live. Comply and you will live. But you will never see them get on TV, get on the news, give a press conference telling us to do that. Because it don't benefit them. They love when shit like that happen. So they get to get on the news, they get to march and protest and fuck shit up and burn shit down. It's all a part of the narrative, man.
What you say, T? That man been pulled over, what, 20, 30 times?
Yeah.
That's in the system. The cop knew everything he needed to know about him before he got to the car.
Yeah.
That was a bad cop. The man got pulled over that many times. It's something in the system.
Yeah, another bad cop was the one down there in Florida. They killed Roger Fortson, the airman that opened the door with the gun in his hand. And the cop, you know, so like I say, they humans, man.
Yeah, they humans. But
and you're gonna have bad ones and you're gonna have good ones.
When you put that shield on, level, honor, integrity. It's rules.
Right. I mean, we got one in the chat room right now. Shout out to William. Shout out to nephew William Fertilli. They got his Cooking and Guns channel.
Yes, sir. Salute to
you. I love you too, nephew. Salute. He's a cop, and I'm telling you, he's a damn good cop. He told me one time about the story where he encountered a savage, but I don't want to put his business out there, but he let that motherfucking savage walk. I said, that couldn't be me, nephew. You're not going to threaten me, and I'm a cop too. You're not going, but I'm not going to put your business out there like that. That's for when you come on the podcast site. You know, I mean, William, you know what I'm saying?
What it do? Man, yeah, check your feelings at the door, man. When you put that suit on, you put that shield on.
Yep.
Do your job properly. It's rules and regulations. It's a lot of stuff that comes with that. And then too, your civilians. Bro, y'all can really stir up some shit. It comes with the job. But man, say you got good cops, you got bad cops. You got people, you got cops that are good at their job, you got cops that are terrible, been trained wrong. A lot of coward-hearted cops.
Yeah.
Bro, the job is dangerous. But to approach that situation like that, you done made it to the car.
Man, I've heard cops robbing dope houses, you know, doing raids on dope houses and stealing the drugs for themselves. I've also heard of cops I know personally that know cops that, you know, a traffic stop and the woman is fine and all that. There's, you know, show me something, you know, and I won't give you this ticket. Show me something, you know. And they be willing to show their breasts, they titties and shit. You know, I've heard so many, man, I'm telling you. It was just a cop recently, like in the last month, got caught stealing some shoes from his fellow cops right at the police precinct. Some boots,
Yeah,
So,
bruh.
like I
I
say,
know
they
how it go.
humans just like everybody else.
I know how it go. Yeah, I don't seen both sides of the coin. You got FBI, everything on this side of the fence, lawyers, cops, all that, sergeants, everything. I get it. That's why I understand. I'm not just talking from just so, bro. It's good cops and it's bad cops.
Yeah.
You either good at your job, you're bad at your job.
Hey, we got a couple of cops in the chat.
Motherfucker was bad at his job.
Extra Jackson, I ain't gonna put your business out there though. Damn, did
For
I just
sure.
put your business out there, Extra Jackson? My bad, but they don't know what type of cop you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
And
I
that's,
salute y'all because every day, brother, y'all
bro.
putting on that shield, and y'all without y'all, it would be absolutely nothing but chaos and disorder. So they keeping the order. You know what I'm saying? They keeping the order. It's too many savages out here that's just running around, man. It's crazy. I mean, how's things in you in Dallas, right?
Yeah, I'm in Dallas. Shit, Dallas is Dallas. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna sugarcoat. Dallas is fucked up.
Shit, Detroit fucked up.
Dallas is Dallas. I mean, you got crime, and we building, trying to grow the city. Everything is funded. Hey, we building here, and the officers, man, they got they got their job cut out for them here for sure. It's never a boring day in Dallas when it comes down to being an officer. It's always exciting, always. So yeah, with that being said, man, head got to be on the swivel. And bro, it comes to job. It comes to job, man. It's a lot of idiots out here. It is what it is, and so you're gonna be faced with a lot of situations, man. You got to be able to think on the fly because a lot of stuff ain't gonna have a blueprint to it. Some of the stuff, man, these officers face, it be unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, it be some of the stuff be brand new. And
Right.
man, say bad people out here, criminals, they are creative. They got a brain too, whether they a damn fool or not. So every situation is not the same. But man, say you better know how to perform when it's go time, when it's up and stuck. You better know how to approach the situation, man, to make sure that everything falls the way it's supposed to fall. And yeah, here in Dallas, man, it's more criminals. It's more criminals on the street than officers. That's going on in a lot of cities.
Yeah.
Right now, they thinking about doing away with some of the qualifications to become an officer in certain certain cities outside of Dallas, 40-something minutes, an hour out. They done changed the requirements and stuff like that just to get people vetted in and stuff like to try to fix the situation they face when it comes down to crime. I get it. Hell, I'm from the slums. I'm from the projects. I know. I know both sides. So it's like, yeah, I know what they face. And man, it's been psychologically, a lot of stuff that goes on with a lot of the stuff that happens in the departments and the way stuff is structured, and then the stuff that they constantly got to put up with, man, it get frustrating. People get pissed off. I ain't saying just because a cop is pissed off in his feelings about a type of situation as he's taking care of business, on a call or whatever, he's a bad cop. No, just your approach and how certain stuff was handled. I don't been in situations where some people know when to shut up. They can make the situation bad,
Right.
Everybody human, you piss them off.
If you can get out of a situation, get out the situation. Yeah. No matter what it may be, get out because ain't nothing. If you stay in that situation, nothing good is going to come of that situation. So that's just the devil trying to trick you, trying to suck you in, and you ain't gonna get out once he got you.
See? And look what William said. Man, it's hard to keep deputies, man. Look what they had, man. 100K range. Yeah, it's boy. Look at here. Life be life, man. It get worse. It seems like it get worse before it get better. It's like, man, it's like a scale you trying to keep balanced. You trying to fix it. It's right when you get something going one way, they splash you with something else. Like, it's a tough job. It's worth it. It's worth it, because the benefits that come with it, but then too, your life is up against the wall.
Yeah.
It's not like a video game can hit the restart
Right.
button. No, bro, your life on the line. I get it, and hey, one day I will have that shield on and stuff like that, But what I got currently going on, I'm
Right.
fixing stuff. But
Right.
yeah, man, it's dangerous, and I'm gonna see a lot of those situations myself. And I know where I'm from and the way I think and stuff.
Action Jackson, I gotta get you
I
on
gotta
here.
execute a certain way. Gotta execute a certain way. I'm gonna face a lot of them challenges and stuff too. Being outside looking in, you can say woulda, coulda, shoulda a lot until you actually, in that situation. Then we're gonna really find out how you think.
Right.
You can process stuff after it's happened, be like, well, yeah, it should have, yeah. I get it. But then too, the type of person you is, the level, the state of mind you got, the training, bro, all that ties in. Practice makes perfect. All that run scenarios out, man. Say when you're a cop, and I'm not even a cop, but being that I got these type people in my family, that shit don't get cut off. You don't cut it off. You cut off enough to where you can eat with your family and do like normal stuff. But it's like being in the military. You don't just cut the shit off. It don't cut off.
Right.
Bro, it's in you. It is what
What
it
you
is.
what ain't you military too? Background or something?
I was shipping and got some information and didn't ship. I didn't ship. Yeah. Like I said, knowledge is
So you
power.
never been to Afghanistan or Iraq or anything
No.
like that? You wasn't
Uh-uh.
deployed.
Nope.
You
I
wasn't
didn't
never
ship.
deployed overseas.
I passed my ASVAB and I got hit with the $1 billion question. Why are you doing it? And I explained why I'm doing it. And they was like, that's why you doing it? No, just go to community college and do this, that, and the third.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got hit one of
Yeah.
those.
Right. Right.
It's kind of one of the situations too. Like when they trying to get you to list fresh out of high school. A lot of them kids don't know what they want to do with their lives, and they get
Yeah.
into that whole jarhead phase. They nothing but a pawn.
Right.
They get in there and then they go through they 3 phases. They get locked in. They get sent to they job, the MOS or whatever, and they
Well,
don't know what they
let
want to do with
let me
themselves.
ask you this: What you think? What you think um the next war gonna be, and who?
Say it again.
What do you think the war that's coming? Who do you think is gonna be with?
Man, you would have asked me this question like months ago. I can be like, yeah, I think it's this. Man, it's so much happening right up under our noses. I can't really call it because we got stuff still. COVID is still a thing. We already been told by our own government and politicians that we are going to see another epidemic worse than what we already done seen before.
Another
And they never gave
pandemic.
us a date.
Another
They gave us a
pandemic.
year. Yeah, it's
Mm.
gonna be another pandemic before 2030.
Well,
They
let me
done
ask you
verbally
this:
said this.
What's your take on all these police and additions of these cartel related people? Like when one of them, situation, it was like hundreds of thousands of rounds of 7.62 and 308. They got
Man,
them like, and they not trying to. For my information, they not trying to smuggle them back into Mexico or something, but it's like storehouses, like supply houses where they got all these they stocking up on ammo and shit like that, and
yeah,
fake identity and stuff like that. I mean, do you think that
okay.
they already here? You think that like if some shit happened, they're gonna take the fight right here in the homeland?
I'm gonna say this, and this not even like just on no, this not fear mongering or nothing. I'm gonna say this because I'm here in Texas, and it's some weird shit here in Texas, man. It is weird. Put it like this: I was riding. I've been riding through Texas, and I see how stuff is being structured. I see who are in certain type of positions. Just here in Dallas. Who's in the fast food spots? Who's in the apartment offices? Who are in the just who are in position? Like Texas got something about to pop off. I'm gonna say that something's about to happen here
Well, what
because
make you think that?
man, okay, how we treat each other here, even on the highways, the aggression, the aggressive drive and the road rage, the people moving here, the people that's here and feel like, man, say they irritated with what's going on here. We got construction. Everything is like, I feel like everything is being molded to just piss everybody off, and it's just gonna become go time at some point. And it's just getting like that with, hey, we already know the Battle of the Alamo, and uh, uh, the history with all this stuff here. Man, these people still feel some type of way. They still feel like this is their land. Mexico is still pissed off. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's like a great divide. We got some from Mexico that's been here in the great state of Texas, got all their documents in order, and it's like, hey, y'all are making it bad for us. We got that, and we got the other side to where a lot of stuff getting bought up, a lot of stuff is getting set up to where, hey man, we gonna push for something. It's gonna be a fight somewhere at some point. And then you got what's going on here in Plano, Texas. Then you got the back end pharmaceutical companies doing what they doing. Elon Musk with his business stuff. It's a lot of stuff happening, right? And at some point in time when it pop off, I won't be surprised. Like, oh my God. A lot of people will because they ain't paying attention. Shit is getting kind of ugly, you know. And hey, I'm glad I'm here in Texas, and I'm a diehard. I'm straight from this land, so I'm ready.
Right.
It is what it is.
Right.
So when it do pop off, let's go.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be scary because it's not gonna be so clear minded to where, okay, that's a threat. That's a threat. You're gonna have the moments where when it do pop off, it's gonna be like you going through. You remember Men in Black when they was putting them through their training, and Will Smith explained why he shot some of the aliens he shot and stuff like. It's gonna be weird like that because it's gonna be a mixture of stuff. You're gonna have cartel stuff kicking off. You're gonna have racial stuff kicking off. You're gonna have the idiots who are already walking among us. It's gonna be a lot of stuff, if it gets chaotic like that. And it's just gonna be about you protecting your lifestyle and your family and what's what. If we get to that point, we don't have here in Texas we have state troopers protecting certain areas for certain situations. It's a lot of stuff happening. I'm seeing in the comment section, people need deputies, they need officers. Where they at?
Right.
At some point, I hope it don't happen, but at some point it's gonna be go time.
Yeah,
it's gonna be go time. That's what I can say. It's gonna be go time, and I hope y'all training. I hope y'all are not asleep and not just looking at this as, oh man, they just making YouTube content. Nah, this shit is real. And man, I'm looking at the people that are getting businesses, and it's like they taking over strips. They down there building cities just by stacking their businesses back to back with each other. You know what I'm saying? Here in Texas.
right.
Is something's gonna happen later. Trump know it. Something's gonna happen later, and he trying to put a lot of things in place to kind of like fix some of the stuff that just possibly might pop off here.
Right.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, and it's gonna be the good guys versus the bad guys. That's what I can say. We just have to decipher in between, and man, it's gonna be what it is.
Okay.
They need deputies, they need officers in a lot of places, and that is by design. For that to be a thing, no matter what state you in or whatever, bro, you need help.
Right.
Why is that going on in my state, your state, that state? That shit is by design, and it comes from our old crap history, and stuff just need to be restructured, man. Stuff need to be. Times changes. Times have. This is not the 40s, not the 60s. Times have changed. We in the technology stage. Look what happened with the drones and all that, bro. Even when you ask me something about the war, when that war pop off, it's not gonna be like the old shit where we line up and shoot each other in the line and drop. No.
Did you hear about the leak that the government finally admitted that they got aircraft that can what did they say? It can bend time, and it's an anti-gravity weapon that the United States have. They have admitted to this, and it's an anti-gravity, and it can bend time. It can warp time. So that's telling me that they don't got a hold to some type of technology. You got to remember when the Steph bomber was like out in the 80s and shit, and you got to remember that project started like in the 60s and 70s, and it finally came out. But so can you imagine the shit that they got now? So I believe we have figured out how to crack that code when you seeing them little orbs, and especially them little silver motherfuckers, they got the little, it's like a little globe over them.
Mm-hmm.
That's that anti-gravity shit. That's that man-made shit, man. We got that shit in our arsenal. So, when they say Iran is they have got sophisticated with their drones and shit, it ain't touching that shit that we got. Where they can fly something and be in Paris in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That's how fast that shit is, man. This shit about to get real.
That's cool.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's real cool. And if I hope it never happens in nobody's lifetime, but World War III, the way technology is, man, it can be us getting into it. Russia, China, man, whoever. It don't gotta be nobody as probably major as them. It can have a ripple effect of getting big. If World War III was a kickoff, good luck, man. I just hope we survive, because it's ugly out here. These people got stuff they haven't even told us about. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
What they haven't told us about.
Mm-hmm.
And then the way technology is, these drones, I hope everybody understand. What and I don't even like this president. What Joe said, get a shotgun. Shotguns works for those. Really good. I'm just gonna put that info out there, man. Get you a shotgun. Don't make that the only thing you get, Sleepy Joe. But I add that to your arsenal, man. Train with your shotgun, because those work really nice for certain drones and stuff too.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right.
Definitely train with that. Man, but boy, some of these drones, ooh wee, Call of Duty, the video game, don't even do it justice, man. Say it's dangerous out here. They got stuff that can just go into your whole structure. They don't got, bro. Man, they got stuff that can just come into your building, your house, your apartment, whatever it is, and drop shit. It's dangerous, man. They don't got the, man. It's this dangerous. It's gonna get ugly.
Hey, remember when the dude? This was a few years back, and I think it was in Dallas. You know what I'm talking about, right? It was a Black Lives Matter protest, and this was like when a lot of black men were being killed by police.
Mm-hmm.
And this one guy, I think, he was ex-military, and he had the AK-74, and he went on top of that building, and he unalived like about 10 cops, man. And the crazy thing is, the cops that initially wanted to, be in like riot gear and shit like that, but because they didn't want to have a military, listic image, because it was already
politics.
The country was already on edge because there was a lot of black men being unalived by police and encounters and stuff. So they weren't trying to go that route. So a lot of them didn't even wear they body armor that day. But he sniped off. He killed like 10 of them, I think. And they saying the robot that was strapped with some C4 in there, and like he was like barricaded in a college or something, man. And they said the robot and just blew him up. That happened about 7-8 years ago. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Oh yeah, I remember.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, and with that, the fact that we are lacking so many boots on the grounds for law enforcement, I mean, robots, they coming. Robots are coming. We have robot dogs already policing certain
Man,
sport events.
You saw that movie, that Will Smith movie, I, Robot?
Yeah.
And that's happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You saw Elon Musk robots, right?
Mm-hmm. And all that stuff everything plays a role versus what they put in our foods, what they shooting women up through pregnancy, to the new age. The next wave of humans coming up is how people think, how you approach technology. Uh, Everything is by design, man. To get us to whatever agenda they got in place. Like we're all going to see our streets policed by AIs and robots and stuff like that at some point. I mean, look here, we are already allowing people that don't even have proper
Yeah,
documents
it
to
was in
become
Dallas.
officers here. We already
Right.
got we seen that in San Diego already, where they had a lady who wasn't even from America already in a high ranking role in the San Diego Police Department, I believe. It's crazy. So you can get
Yeah, I heard about that.
you
I heard
trying to
about that.
allow
Yeah.
people from all these other cultures to
Well, they
come over.
say in California, one of them states, man, them liberal states, they about to start. They trying to pass something where you don't even have to be a citizen, and they're gonna let you're gonna be able to vote.
Yeah,
You ain't even got to be you ain't even got to be a citizen. That's crazy.
yeah, and shout out to Do Something Different. Yeah, that was in Dallas when they kicked off with the police shooting you was talking about. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, and they got Buddy out of there. They got him on out of there. Rightfully so. I understand everybody's feelings and stuff when certain situations happen, but man, you can't fix it by doing negativity for negativity, wrong for wrong. It ain't gonna work like that. You ain't gonna. It's not gonna. That's not how you fix it.
Right.
But yeah, we going into some weirdo times, man. Terminator times, iRobot times, Minority Report times. It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people not
Let me
being
ask you
free.
this. Let me ask you this. Tory Lanez, is
Oh
he
boy.
guilty, or is that man innocent that almost lost his life getting stabbed in there? If he isn't, I mean, what's your opinion on that?
My opinion on that, I feel like that man innocent as hell. And the reason why, I understand how the inner workings work when it comes down to music business. People got to realize what all that boy was doing before this kicked off. Like he figured out a way to manipulate the system when it come down to revenue for music. I mean, he figured it out. And when he was doing this little comic, you know, comedic thing on social media with the some radio, some used to say uh on social media. It was on YouTube. I don't know if it's still on YouTube.
Hmm.
Yeah, that dude, he's a great artist. He really is. He's a step-on artist. And you got to understand, when I saw the footage, even before I saw the footage, I was like, nah, it's not
Right.
adding up. It's
Yeah.
cap. It's not
And
adding
then
up.
anytime when your friend want an immunity deal and initially was going to plead the fifth and an immunity deal, that tells it all right there.
It's a lot of stuff that took place. And you either care or you don't care. And he in a situation where a lot of people didn't care, and so he can get screwed over like he doing. And yeah, the system is a monster. But with just knowing the information you know about it, it shouldn't have got like that. Like they dropping this whole footage that wasn't um um took serious. Wasn't even some of it wasn't even, I guess, presented in a courtroom or whatever they spending it with him. The video footage of Megan saying, she got to protect her image or something like that,
Right.
and all that. Glass him a foot. Even the footage him being
Yeah.
interrogated and he's saying what he's saying, bro, it just doesn't add up to what he's dealing with right
And
now.
didn't they
That
say
man,
that
it
that
shouldn't have got
gun?
to that point.
Didn't they say that gun was like pink, Cerakoted pink
It
or
had some
something?
ugly ass Cerakote to it. It had some color into it.
Yeah.
It wasn't, from my opinion, it wasn't his gun. They didn't even go by the process properly. They say the man didn't have
no residue on his hands, no gunpowder residue, none of that. They wasn't even tested. That was a poor blotched investigation, and that man got 10 years because of that shit.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
Too.
Yeah,
fuck the guns and all that.
He
got 10 years for the other shit. He got 10 years for the money he made. He got 10 years for the bullshit contract that she was in, and Rock Nation also involved in it, which funked his case the way it did. His daddy wasn't.
I didn't know that.
Outside for no reason. It is what it is, man. It's a lot of revolving doors with that. It is what it is.
Right.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Shit,
all right. I got one more. You from Texas?
They screwed him.
You Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yellow Beezy or more Mo 3?
Music?
Yeah.
Mo 3. No,
okay.
No doubt about it.
How you feel about that situation if you're comfortable talking about it?
I'm comfortable talking about it. I don't got a dog in the fight.
Do you think Yellow Beezy really did that? And then his word on the street was that Mo 3 tried to have him knocked off on the freeway too, but he lived.
Allegedly, yeah. So with all this stuff, man, I blame if these people are involved, the way the streets and the information is spreading, it falls on both sides, man. It's just people who can't keep self out of self way. Because at the end of the day, these are rappers, these are artists. And I don't know if Beezy had something to do with it. Mo 3, I don't know if Mo 3 had something to do with Yellow Beezy. But damn, narratives get put out there.
At the end of the day, though,
narratives get put out there.
At the end of the day,
it is what it is. With these weirdo narratives, all these allegations, man, I feel like even though Mo 3 not here, people just can't. I understand what took place with people, being unalived and certain stuff happening, and so it's a pride thing. Self got to keep self out of self way. Respect goes a long way. There was no respect in this whole whatever this is.
Right.
I hate everything happened the way it happened and what's going on and people fighting cases and all kind of crazy stuff. I hate that this stuff is happening. This is Dallas.
Yeah.
And then too, our people, we have to take accountability. We need to understand how to talk to each other, how to treat each other.
Yeah.
All this, I understand, getting money. I understand the situations and all this stuff here that y'all got going on with this entertainment business. I get it, but respect goes a long ways. Respect each other's minds and just stay away from each other. We got this thing where people feel like you got to prove something all the time.
Yeah.
Or, man, it's okay to say fuck people.
Yeah.
Bro, you ain't got nothing to prove, man. Like, keep self out of self way. You're not here to bro, because this not a video game. When stuff happens, you don't get to come back and talk like we talking right now and just speak on stuff.
Right.
People not here no more.
Let me ask you this. How you feel about the Diddy situation? You think he gonna be convicted, or I mean, what's your thoughts on it? And then I've been reading, I've been watching the show that be, reading the transcripts of what happened that day, and it's been some crazy shit, man, like crazy wild shit. But what's your general opinion on that? And do you think they're gonna convict him?
With that, hey. Man, the stuff they coming out with about P. Diddy, I'm not a fan of them at all. No shape, form, or fashion.
So my next question is gonna be: would you attend a Diddy party? No, let's keep in mind this is before all this shit popped off. I'm talking about the height of Bad Boy. I'm talking about like like 97, 98, 99 when it was at their height. You know what I'm saying? And you was invited to a Puffy party because it was Puff Daddy then. You cannot tell me that you would have not have went. Because I know I would have been the first nigga in line. I would have been the first nigga in line. I would have went to that motherfucker. Hell yeah, I would have went to that motherfucker. But I want to know, it ain't about me. It's about you.
On my mama, on my kids.
Say you only saying that because of what you know now. I'm talking about before all this shit got out.
I just put that on my mama, my kids, God, the devil himself. Bro, before all this shit kicked off, I would give that shit to the closest homeless person on the street and let them enjoy that shit. I don't even P did it. This my thing. Puff Daddy never gave me a reason to like him.
Oh, okay. So you ain't never been a fan. I
no
get
shape,
it.
Form, or fashion. He has never, since the take that, since the whole fucking Harlem, he never gave me a reason to like him. Don't get me wrong. There's some songs I sung not because of him, because of Mace, because of people who was involved. Him personally never gave me a reason to like him.
You know what though? You know what? I
always
looking back on it, when I think about this, I always thought it was something a little weird about Puff. Just something was off. It was just, it's something. That's why when I found out all that freaky shit, I wasn't shocked one bit. I'm like, man, I could just tell it was something. It was just looking at him, how he moved, how he danced. I could just tell it was something a little bit off on him, man.
I'm a realist, T. I didn't know who the hell Puff Daddy was until I knew who Tupac was.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
Right.
So don't get me. I know they humble beginnings. I know they build up. I know the back end.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I knew who Pac was, and I'm a fan of Pac and Biggie.
Okay.
I rock more so on the Tupac side of things.
Yeah.
And my thing is, it's not even a knock on Biggie, but Biggie, you had some suspect stuff that came out your mouth. My partners like to kidnap kids, and you know, y'all know the lines. I'm not gonna even rap it. Boy,
damn.
I'm just
now hearing.
But see, the thing
you know, back in the 90s, man, niggas could get away with saying shit like that, and it wasn't so
because hip hop was where
it wasn't so taboo. It wasn't so taboo back then.
Hip hop was where it's at, and technology was where it's at. Time was where it's at. You can't get away with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, Tupac, he got some stuff that they was, you know, questioning him about. The pose of him in the tub, and you know, he was a sex symbol for the ladies or whatever. And you already know the back end stories about male people wanting to come at him. I ain't gonna say no names. Yeah. But it is what it is. I just never had a reason to like Puff Daddy. I never did. I Puff Daddy, even if this reached you, bro, I never fucking cared about you. I never liked you. You just always was a weirdo to me. You was always a weasel. You was always what Pac said you was. When Pac always imitated you as a weirdo freak in his videos, you were that. You is the problem that we had with hip hop when Pac and Biggie was here. You was a weirdo, bro. You was a weirdo.
Let me ask you this right quick though. Let me ask you this.
Always was
let me ask you this though. When Pac was shot that night, I think it was September 7th or some shit like that in Vegas, that back in 96. Who you think that was behind that shit? Let me just give it to me how you personally feel about it. Who you think was did that shit? Because I think I'm gonna give you my thoughts, my opinion on who I think that did it. I just want to hear what you gonna say.
I mean, the time we in
rest in peace, Pop.
Now the time we in now, I mean, we know who did it. We know why it was done. Those who actually follow it.
You walk in a circle, Saint. I need you to give it to me.
I'm just saying.
I need you to just give me the rundown.
Biggie didn't have nothing to do with that shit. Biggie didn't have nothing to do with it. That had nothing to do with Biggie. People took credit. They had nothing to do with Biggie. That was on some real street stuff with Pac.
Yeah.
That was for something else. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this. The way when Pac was in prison for that rape in New York, because you remember he shot that first time.
Yeah.
he made a deal with the devil. He made a deal with the devil, and that devil was Suge. If you would think, if you look at them videos and the shit that they did, how Pac was representing Death Row, you would think that Pac had been down with Death Row for years. The way he was showing loyalty and all that shit for him, but it had only been a few months. It had only been a few months that he had signed with Death Row. And I just think, I don't think, my personal opinion, Pac wasn't no real gangster. He wasn't no street nigga, no real gangster like that. I just it
depends on where you judge him.
I don't think he was. And I think that when he went to the West Coast, to LA, he did some shit that he shouldn't have did, and that's get involved in gang politics. Everybody know that Bad Boy was affiliated with the Bloods, and then you had the Crips and shit. That nigga that they jumped that night in the casino was just as simple as this, but because it's Tupac, nobody wants to accept how simple this shit was. It's got to be some fucking conspiracy. No, this is Pac. It can't be that simple, stemming because he beat down a vicious ass, hardcore ass motherfucking gangbanger, a real motherfucking gangster in that casino that night, Orlando Anderson. When he beat that's the most disrespectful shit you can do to a gang member. And you got to remember, this motherfucker is a hardcore gang banger that already was a suspect in a couple of murders. He had already did drive-by shootings. So when they jumped this guy, in the minute that he didn't want to cooperate with the police, he already knew what time it was. He already knew. Now, why in the fuck was Suge later on that night order his security team not to be armed or some shit like that? I don't, knowing that they just beat down a motherfucking rival. So that nigga got his revenge that night. They didn't kill Pac that night. Pac didn't die until like 7 days later. But they wanted that payback. They wanted that payback. It's just that simple. But because it's Tupac, oh nah, it's got some conspiracy to it. The rule on the streets is, if he wouldn't have been that fucking loyal, because that shit didn't have nothing to do with him that night. It didn't have shit to do with him. It was another nigga a couple of months earlier, chain got snatched by Orlando Anderson. That nigga that got his chain snatched told Pac at the casino that night, hey man, that's that nigga right there that snatched my Death Row medallion. Without even thinking about it, Pac just walked up to him, clocked his ass, and they all just jumped him and shit and beat his ass. So you think that Orlando Anderson, this motherfucker already a hardcore gang banger. Matter of fact, he's dead now because he died during the shootout. It was two brothers that owed him drug money, and he confronted them at the car wash, and they had a shootout, and that's how he died. They was trying to get, when they was loading him up in the ambulance, the cop was trying to, get him to confess to the Tupac shooting, but he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell by the expression on your face, you think I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I just want to hear your thoughts on. I want to hear your rebuttal. I want to hear your rebuttal on this.
That's the surface stuff. That's the smoke and mirror shit you just said right there. That's the surface shit.
So you think it's deeper?
Hell yeah, that's Pac. Let me tell you, and it's bro. Y'all see that? What I say, you say he wasn't no gangster. It's where you judging him at.
Yeah.
That same person that wasn't a gangster also done shot at the cops. That's some gangster shit to have some shootout with some cops.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah.
I mean, the case is out there.
You're right. His mom was a Black Panther, so yeah.
Yeah. Hey, same with Nipsey. Like, bro, you got to understand who these people are. And and it's a lot of revolving doors out here in America, boy. It's crazy. But yeah, that's how stuff played out, man. Yeah, it can be cutthroat simple like that. But damn, coincidence. The fuck out of here with that. Let me say, yeah, it is what it is. Pac, I get he was a backup dancer.
You know what though?
I get all that.
All of the rappers, and I'm not really. I love hip hop, but all of the rappers, Pac will always be my number one favorite rapper because he the only one where I can listen to him and I can feel his pain and I get emotional. That he evokes that type of emotion from me, man. He was a fucking genius and I love him and I always will. But I just hate that he died on some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? No, some people say it was a setup. I don't really know. All I know is that it just makes sense to me. You beat down a motherfucker that's already a suspect in murders and a person that just do drive-bys like it ain't shit. And you beat that person down and humiliate that person, and that person don't collaborate with the police because he's trying to have street justice. I think it was just as simple as that.
Look how many years it took for us to get to that simple shit.
You said what?
Look how many years it took us to get to that simple shit.
Yeah. But you know what? When you got one thing that's fucked up, and I have to talk about my community, is that this no snitching shit, it's no good. It's no benefit to the environment and to the neighborhood when somebody sees something and they can solve the problem and get that motherfucker off the street so he don't rape or attack or murder somebody else. Oh man, I ain't no snitch. I ain't no bitch. I ain't no snitch. That's fucked up. And you but when it happens to you, let's see how you feel about it when it happens to you. You know what I'm saying? So
when you got officers involved in Tupac case, all that Tupac beat shit, all that shit is gangster. You got crooked cops.
Yep.
In this stuff.
Right.
You got, it's the perfect movie.
You're right.
Like, man, that'll be a hell of a movie. This will be about at least a 2-3 hour long movie. This will be a bad. I know they got the Pac story big.
It said, did he sacrifice Biggie and Pac to move up the pyramid in his career? I don't know how true that is.
I mean, think about this though, man. You say, okay, the Pac stuff that was that simple, and then look what we facing now with Diddy. We got the whole baby all joke. We got his ex-wife unalive. We got what's going on with Cassidy. We got all the
let me ask you this: do you think Cassidy is innocent as she portraying herself?
No shape, form, or fashion.
Thank you.
Like,
because some transcripts coming out, and them transcripts is kind of making her look just as guilty. Man. That she ain't the victim that she claiming, screaming to be. She was kind of down with that freaky ass shit. Now I'm gonna say this: if it's grown ass people and they doing it, it's what's the word for it? Consensual or whatever the fuck. When you agree to it, then that's just some freaky ass shit, and it shouldn't be no motherfucking law. If it's two grown motherfuckers, whether it's 50 grown motherfuckers in there, that's their business if they want to be a freak like that. So if we as a nation is cracking down on freakery, then that shit is wrong as hell. Next thing you know, they're gonna go after Prince. They're gonna go after they're gonna go after Rick James. They're gonna go after, and then shit like that been happening at the Playboy Mansion forever. When Hugh Hefner was alive, they was throwing all them freaky ass drug induced parties and shit, and people having menage a trois and orgies and all that shit. And it was part of the norm. So why is they demonizing this man? They pretty much did the same thing to R. Kelly, but R. Kelly was a sick motherfucker anyway, like them underage girls like that and shit. But my problem with that was, where was all of the other motherfuckers that partook in that shit and helped him, and the parents? Why their ass didn't face no kind of consequences or get locked up? You know what I'm saying? I hate when railroad shit. You could tell when they're trying to railroad somebody and just get that one person when there's other people probably just as guilty and they not facing no consequences legally. It make sense.
That's America.
Yeah.
That's America. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that comes with this, man. It's the surface stuff, it's the back end stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on.
Right.
Shout out to you, Willie. I see that. Shout out to you. But yeah, Cassie, she's not innocent. Megan Thee Stallion not innocent. I feel. Puff not innocent. I mean,
right.
Every dog got his day. It is what it is. Man, I hate that a lot of stuff done took place and it's now history.
Yeah.
I hate that, that stuff played out the way it did. But yeah, man, the music business, there's money involved in this.
Okay. So let me ask you this one then. What's your thoughts on that new Grand Theft Auto that's coming out? And I think they say it's coming out next year, next May or something like that. What are your thoughts on it? And then I'm hearing that it might be like $300 to $400.
I don't see it being that much. It's gonna be a damn good game, and they giving it another year.
Okay.
To drop. I mean, me personally, I feel like since I've been gaming and what I know about Rockstar and how they do their thing, that game is already ready right now. You can drop it tomorrow if they want to.
What? You think that?
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. That game is done. It's politics.
What year did the last one come out? Was it like 2013 or something like that? 2014, 2013?
2013. And
did you ever beat it? I never beat it.
Oh yeah, I beat it.
How long did it take you to beat it?
Oh, I can't call it because it took me. Might as well say it took me years to beat it because my thing was on.
What? I thought you was about to say like 1 or 2 months because it took me like 3 months to beat Days Gone. Days Gone is the shit.
I played that game for online, not for the story. That's why I didn't give a damn about GTA.
Oh no! I'm not talking about online. I'm talking about the campaign, like the solo campaign.
The story of GTA.
Yeah, the story mode.
You asked me how long it took me years because I wasn't dedicated to it. My dedication was online. I was ready to go. My story was online. I went right online and got to open up a can of whoop ass on people. I was about shooting and making money online. And then I flirt back with the storyline, the campaign and stuff like that, or the game and stuff with the switching between characters and going through the story, stuff like that. But it took me years. So I didn't care about it. I was all about, man, let's get on to online. That's what.
So are you more of a Saints Row fan? Because I always rock with Saints Row. I love the silliness and the over top shit. To me, Grand Theft Auto was like a little bit more serious, and it's just over the top fun and shit, man. Where you flying around on a flying motorcycle and you doing drive-bys and tanks and shit. I mean, it's fun.
That stuff came, and that came later on in GTA, years back. Because when GTA dropped, we didn't have all that going on. We didn't have flying stuff like that. It was more so on the ground, traditional GTA style versus all the new age stuff to keep the little kids excited and even adults excited because of technology. Man, the stuff they was able to accomplish in that game is crazy. It's like groundbreaking. It's like, man,
let me ask you this.
I didn't see that coming.
What's your all-time favorite game?
Overall, video game that I played, my all-time favorite would be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite. And I've come back from the whole 64 and Nintendo era for Mario Kart, No Mercy, to my all that stuff. If I gotta say what's my number one game in life that I've ever played, it'll be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Yeah, that was groundbreaking for GTA.
Well, did you ever play that Scarface game?
I played Scarface. I played Mafia. I played
Mafia 3 was the shit.
Yeah.
That man, I downloaded all of the expansions to it. the one about the voodoo priestess, the one where he was on the island, and I think it was a third one. But they call you niggas so many times in that game that you just get numb to it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but Mafia 3 is the shit.
I like it because
yeah.
I mean
You played it?
I didn't like it. I loved it because it caught America real good, and
Yep.
they hit us with the N word a whole lot.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I get it. Think about
But you
the
know what
era.
my favorite part, my favorite mission was when the clan was having that meeting and they had that cross on fire. They lit the cross, and you get to go in there and ambush them and shit, man.
Yeah.
They was like a circle of
It was
clans.
good.
I threw the fucking grenades first, and then I just opened up on their asses, man. That's probably my favorite mission in that game. And I like the fact that it was based off the 60s, you know, and yeah, I mean, I hope they come out with a sequel to it, man.
See,
you know, that was
shout out to you, Willie. I see the GoldenEye 007. Yeah, for sure. 64 still play it. That too. Before GTA, before I played it was okay, 2 games before I played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas that had me. That was GoldenEye. What he talking about? It was Perfect Dark. Nah, I'll take that back. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's a great games I don't play, but if I had to put like what the question was my all-time favorite game before I even played San Andreas, I say okay, 007, or I say Perfect Dark, or I go to Fighting Force, something like that.
So when did you get into Call of Duty?
Oh, boy, I got in the now. That question, when I get in the Call of Duty,
and what's your favorite Call of Duty?
If I say I like Call of Duty, it'll be this Call of Duty when it came out, the DMZ version, which would be after Modern Warfare 3 and all that. So yeah. So I like
my favorite all-time Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, I'm not a big
fan
of all-time favorite. I just call it Call of Duty. It's not really. It's not. It's a hype train. Call of Duty is a hype train. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It's a hype train. It's a trending game. It's a good game, but
I did not like Black Ops 6. I did not care for Black Ops 6, man.
Some Call of Duties you're not gonna like.
Right.
You know, some of their approaching on it and stuff. But my thing was Tom Clancy. I was a fan of the Rainbow Six era, the Rainbow Six Vegas 2. That still is right today my all-time favorite first-person shooter is Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Yeah, for sure. I don't like the new Rainbow Six. I wish they get back to Vegas 2 with that style of play for terrorist hunt and all that stuff. They need to get back to it. Rest in peace to Tom Clancy. He no longer with us. I know they've been working on new games to revamp his genre of games and stuff like that. They took his name off one game that they released online. I forgot what they called it, but it was like a lawsuit, family thing. So it was originally supposed to be called something with Tom Clancy's name in it, but it's called something else now. It's a free game to download, play online, and all that. Like a lot of these battle royale games and stuff now.
Yeah,
I was a fan of Battlefield. But my stuff is Tom Clancy Rainbow Six. I like that tactical SWAT type of stuff.
I like that shit too. That motherfucker where you gotta gain entry into the house and barricaded situations and shit. I got it. I never beat it though. But my favorite Tom Clancy of all time is Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah,
where you over in Colombia and you got to take down the #1 top cartel, but you got to work your way up to them. It's like a tree with the branches and shit, and you got to get to the people that's close to him, and then that you take that person out. You working your way up to the person that's the next person that's closest to him until you make it all the way to the top, and you get to drive around in Ferraris and helicopters, and that game, Ghost Recon Wildlands, they need to do a sequel to that. Did you ever play it?
Yeah, I played it. For sure.
I love that fucking
real good game.
Far Cry good too.
Good details. Yeah, Far Cry. Go back to the 64, Super Smash Brothers, a lot of stuff. No Mercy, everything. Yeah, but with the gaming channel that I've been popping in the comment section, YouTube 214TX. I'll be dropping gaming content on there too. I'm gonna put some of the Super Smash Brothers content out. I'm gonna bring the Xbox back around. If you want, I'm trying to structure my stuff so I can push the content like I want to. I'm fixing to put some more content on that game and stuff for sure. Getting ready for GTA 6 next year because that's gonna be groundbreaking.
Oh
This for
yeah.
people who are into games or for people who are not into games. You're not gonna be able to
Right.
hide from it. Whether you like gaming or not, you're not gonna be able to hide from it. It's gonna be around you. GTA 6 is gonna be around everybody in America.
Wow.
I don't care who you are, what age you are. You're gonna just like y'all found out about GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto 5. It's not gonna hold a candle to what GTA 6 is about to do.
What?
GTA 6 is a new age game, new engine. It's gonna be
So
groundbreaking.
why didn't
GTA
they just
5 is a
wait for the
beast, number one
PS6 to
in the
drop
world
it
right now.
then, or the new Xbox? Why is it? You know what I'm saying? I guess it will be a future version, because they said, it'll be a new PS6 and a new Xbox coming out real soon within the next year or two.
Yeah, it's gonna be a new Xbox. It's gonna be a new PlayStation. It's gonna be new prices too. The gaming community done spoke on it already that these little $400 to $600 consoles. We should have a new price tag. We should be like paying down there 800 and 1,000 for these games and stuff too for the consoles. It's about to get that crazy. We
Right.
in 4K gaming. We got 8K TVs and all that stuff. These gaming companies go hand in hand with the TV companies and stuff like that. That technology gotta go hand in hand. So with that being said, a lot of stuff that these game developers face when it come down to preparing developing these games for these consoles, these are like we're they trying to keep us in the console war without everybody pushing the PC, because PC is just another animal. But when it come down to like in-home entertainment, what's most widely used, which is these consoles right now, because PC gaming is high. Yeah, you can update the technology and that's another price tag. That's another style of gaming. Yeah, you real close to hacking and everything with that. But with the Xboxes and PlayStations and Nintendos, man, look here, the technology that's in those, ooh, they challenging a lot of these PCs and stuff too. Even though PC is still way more advanced because how it's designed and from graphics and stuff. Yeah. So they just give us new consoles. But my thing is, with the new consoles that's coming, that's gonna
Yeah.
push these new games, like the GTA 6 stuff. We about to get the new State of Decay, the new Fables, the new what's that driving game that's coming out? They're gonna be stationed in Japan with this version.
Talk
It's
about
another drop.
Forza.
Forza.
Yeah.
It's supposed to get it, man. We as consumers are gonna be pissed about the price tags we got to pay, but we'll be pleased with the quality though, and where they taking this gaming community. It's just going in a really great place. And hey, let's say gaming saved me from messing up my background in life a lot. Instead of being out there
Yeah.
doing a lot of the stuff, I was behind this screen playing video games. So parents, if y'all just not great all around parents and invested, we come from the era where they tell you, boy, get out here, go watch cartoon.
Right.
Go sit your ass down. That get your child a video game. Y'all already putting phones in their face and laptops and iPhones and iPad. Just get them a video game. I'd
Right.
rather them live out their fantasy on the video game than to be out there with little Pookie and little Ray Ray hitting licks and stuff.
Right.
Like, get them a video game, not that game. I'm just gonna say this. I done been online as a grown man, as teenagers with little kids that shouldn't even be playing these adult rated games and teenage rated games. But those little squeakers, they on there and they talking worse. Well, I done heard some of the most foulest stuff from kids.
Wow.
Man, I say, boy, look at here. My granny, my mama, but I don't even know how they still alive. The stuff I done heard online from these kids' mouth. But yeah, video games are definitely pushing in the right direction. Price tag gonna be crazy, but the technology gonna speak for itself, man. Like this is serious technology that we using for entertainment and stuff. This stuff here can power missiles and all kind of stuff. This is serious technology. They done did it already with PlayStation. Look it up.
Right.
They done put a lot of PlayStation 3s or 2s, I forgot which one it was, together and see if they can push a supercomputer to, bro, this is technology. And that was years back when they did that. It ain't gonna take them many to do what they need to do. This stuff is serious. Gaming is in a really good direction, a good place with technology. It's just, man, it's time for the games to drop. But then too, politics. Don't nobody want to drop these video games. They could have gave it to us this year, but they don't want to drop no game and then some pop off with America that's gonna shake up some stuff,
Right.
man.
Right.
It's money. It's billions of dollars invested in this. They already done put over $2 billion in GTA 6 before the game is even presented to us. You know what I'm talking about? And the commercials are setting records. Over 400 some million views.
Wow.
Before 2 days, like the first week is out, like it's setting records. So for everybody listening and for the future watchers, the GTA 6 is gonna be crazy. I'm actually go live sometime. Won't be this week, probably next weekend or something because my schedule.
Okay.
I'm gonna go live and I'll speak a lot of stuff on my gaming channel.
Right.
Speaking
of that, brother, when the next time you'll be able to come live? Well, like when you going live, and then when will you be able to come live over here?
Well, yeah, my schedule is weird through Monday through Fridays. I'm busy as I'll get out, but my free up days will be on the weekends and stuff. So like he caught me this weekend. I'll be on the weekend for sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a live on my channel. I need to drop.
Then I can go on your live if you want me to. It's all good.
Man, all is welcome. Come over, man. We're gonna definitely spend on some stuff, and we do it back and forth. It don't matter, man. Each one teach one. For sure, I'm with it. So yeah, I'm looking to get it back pumping and jumping because my channel for been monetized. I've been half stepping because of life, my real life situations.
Do me a favor, do yourself a favor. Go join Saints. If he can put his I can try to pin it or whatnot, or
yeah,
you know, put your channel up with the link, and I'll try to pin it in the comments.
Yeah,
let's check them out.
So I know once, me and my lady, we've been talking about bringing on mud banks and stuff like that. Like I like to mix.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Two-way lifestyle for sure.
Yeah, that would be dope. And I be saying your cookings, man. Your cookings. I be seeing it on your Instagram, man. Come on, you be making me hungry. You be making me starve.
And hey, early on in the channel and stuff on there, even with the cooking and stuff, I gotta give her props. Days did a thing, cooking and everything. She could say get down. So we're gonna
bring you a good one.
Yeah, gonna bring some next content.
Good one. Yeah.
Sure, man. Yeah. Man, with life, you live and learn, and it is what it is. We're gonna do a lot of mukbangs and stuff like that. Okay. She's actually standing here with me right now. I want to.
Oh, that's what's up. Tell I said salute. Tell I said salute.
Yeah. You heard T, President T. You say salute. I'm putting on a hot spot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna creep on
it's all good. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's say so. Come out in. You gotta come out in. Say hey. What's up, Gun Freak Nation? Say hello to Gun Freak Nation. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Yep. It's Days, and she also we working on, of course, got to build her channel and stuff like that too.
Right.
Man.
Right.
For y'all out there with significant others, man, it's not all about you. I know we got a lot of macho men, but let me tell you something. You better train your significant other on how to protect their lifestyle because she might have to protect you.
Yep.
Fact. You know what I'm saying? For
all
sure.
Day.
Hey, I might not be able to do it, and it's right there. I don't need her screaming. I need her aiming.
Yeah, aiming.
Yeah. For sure. But yeah, man.
You got
a lot of content coming for sure, man. The kiddos, for sure, man. And it's been a roller coaster ride, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
Right. Well, Saint, I'm getting ready to turn down and turn up on the other channel. You more
Okay.
than welcome to come over there. Thank you
Okay.
once again for blessing us with your presence. You know, blessing the Gun Freak Nation. You are Gun Freak Nation.
Yes, sir.
And it's all love and respect, man. You know, anything you want to say before I end this live?
Man, I appreciate the support, man, from everybody. You know, for sure. Real is rare. And yeah. Hey, live life every day. Shoot, stay active, man. Arm yourself, protect your lifestyle for sure.
Exactly.
Many more on the way, more videos, more lives on the way. We're gonna spend on a whole lot of good stuff, personal stuff, future stuff, everything, man. We're gonna get it in for sure. My channel is mixed, man. Firearms, fitness, some everything. And we gonna it's gonna make sense real soon. If we start dropping videos and going live and stuff too. Because now everything is on track.
Yeah.
And we in
God's
motion. So
plan, brother.
we're ready to get there. I'm
God's
just get
plan.
back to it.
Yeah.
We just, take care of business, and it's gonna be what it is. For sure. Man, yeah, next weekend I'm gonna definitely end up popping live again on my channel. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put that in stone. It's either gonna be Friday or Saturday. I'm gonna see what we got going on.
Okay, I'll definitely partake, baby.
And
I mean, if you want me to, I'll definitely be there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna run it by you. I'm gonna set it up, man, for sure. Pop in for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna shut down tonight. I got to get up early in the morning to take her some anyway. So
Right.
that's why I ain't coming over to the next thing. I'm just catch some Z's. Cause I
Yeah.
gotta take care of something real serious and stuff. I'm gonna chop it up with you.
Okay, much love to you. To the next time, brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Gun Freak Nation. Salute. Appreciate
Salute,
y'all.
baby.
Let's get it.
Well, you know, Gun Freak Nation tonight was incredible. We touched on a lot of touchy topics. I want to thank all my moderators. I want to thank all my paid members. I want to thank all y'all for tuning in, tapping in. I definitely got to do this more often. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I really do. And thank you for loving me, respecting me, appreciating me. And it's likewise. I share the same sentiments. I want everybody to be armed and righteous. We are righteous warriors. That's what we are in a devilish world where, you know, you can find yourself in the most stupidest, dumbest situation, and the opposing, you know, wicked side will take your life in a heartbeat. In the snap of a finger, you're gone. And I'm tired of seeing people unalive each other over dumb shit. I lost my nephew over a year ago to some stupid ass shit, you know, and it hurts me, and it pains my heart, you know, that I lost him, you know. It's fucked up, you know. And I don't want nobody to go through the pain that I'm going through, you know. So y'all be safe out there. Keep your head on the swivel and just be the best version of yourself that you can be, you know, and treat others how you would like to be treated, you know. Anyway, Don Freak Nation, I am about to tap out and tap in and throw some music on. It ain't gonna be just all Prince. It's gonna be a mixture of everything. I hope to see you there. And you know, much love to y'all. You hear me? Thank y'all for coming and showing me love and support. I really do appreciate y'all. Y'all is a blessing to me. Y'all stay armed, stay responsible with your firearms, stay righteous, and be ready to send that funky savage to Funky Town. I love you, Gun Freak Nation. Salute, baby.